Oh, hello, it's me, Kurp. What a great derp with Kurp we have today. Because I'm going to talk a lot of shit about the Derpstien files. By the way, I am in the Epstein files, not to brag, okay? But I just travel in important circles with important people. So, all right, let's bring in Ben Avery. Ben, thank you for being on the derp, for being on the derp with this emergency derp with Kurp.
Thank you, Kurp. Happy to be here,
I
Kurp.
want to talk to you about crypto after this too, by the way, for a long
Okay.
time. And I want to
Okay.
keep pushing it even after you tell me you don't want it. I'm going to keep
Okay.
telling you, no, just hear me out. I'm going to keep saying that over and over.
Okay.
Okay. And every time you go, hey, I know about, no, I know you call them degens. I know. Just hear me out. And I'm going to tell you, don't worry. I don't even get the money. It goes to the kids. And then when you say, wait, what? I thought this is crypto. Should the money go to me? That's why I would bother with crypto. You just keep pushing until and then when you walk away, I'll go, I'm not mad, it's fine. That's my encounter with the QAnon shaman.
With Jake and Jelly, the rapper. Well, at least you didn't talk about.
He's a rapper too?
Yeah, he's a big SoundCloud guy, so he has he makes all sorts of beats and stuff in GarageBand about God knows what.
Why did he call himself the Q shaman?
I don't know if that was his like artist name. I don't know.
Malice
That was like his Ziggy Stardust, I think.
Okay, so Michael Malice let him. I went to Malice's birthday. That's when I met him. I'm sitting here trying to talk to Lex Friedman about his dad being a plasma physicist. This is what I care about. I don't care about none of the other shit. I want to know about his dad's work on plasma. And he was very pleasant to talk to, Lex Friedman. I'm sure he's a spy of some kind. I don't know for who. God knows. There's a million cutouts down here. Oh, the Epstein files, which I'm in, I want to just. Did I tell you that I'm in the Epstein files?
Yeah, I saw the flyer.
Okay, I got to tweet it because I feel like I'm not getting the credit I should get. Again, not doing any crimes, Ben. I happened to be recording a program for Comedy Central at the time that Epstein was invited to for his birthday. And I never got to meet him.
Do you know if he came to the show?
No, like 2 ships passing in the night. I never.
Yep.
I made me laugh. Fucking Sean Patrick Hazlitt from Through a Glass Darkly. So I text that guy like nonstop crazy shit all the time. I really hit it off with him. And anyway, he goes, you're in the Epstein files. Wait here. Well, maybe I should post it on Skanks. I texted this to Big J too, and on Skanks they didn't mention they just talked about how they're in it. It didn't give me my credit for being in both the Rogan sphere and the Epstein file sphere.
Yeah,
I'm in the file sphere. Do you understand? It's called showbiz. I know, because when I think of like, you know how fucking what's his name, Catboy fucking Führer's little fucking, I don't know if they're pedos or bots, but they'll like they'll keep telling me I'm a Jew as an insult. And
well, now Goyim is their insult. They've switched.
No, because he's selling gold now. So but somebody goes, "You're washed up." Like somebody goes, "You're washed up," which is hilarious because no, actually, asshole, I'm in the fucking Epstein files. So jealous. Oh, look at these 2 heroes. I like how my horns are pointing at both their faces. This is when I did Lev's. Now, I don't know if I know some fans because people were commenting, but I think they had comments turned off. But so Lev was like, hey, I want you to do this show and talk about the Epstein files. You know Lev?
I've known Lev for a long time. Sweet guy, very smart guy.
Comedy fans. Okay. And I got Jason Giorgiani on through Lev. He hooked that up, which is a good episode. I gotta get Jason back on. So I'm like, yeah, all right. And he goes, yeah, you can he's like, I can black pill his friend. Which, by the way, everybody out there who uses the term pill for anything, I want you to shut the fuck up and never do that again, please. For the love of God, stop calling everything a pill. Stop being just a retard all day and using the new words they get. What are you what is wrong with everyone? A black pill? I don't know what the fuck that means. So I thought they wanted to talk about real shit, because Giorgiani was a great conversation. Anyway, no, this dude, he said he's from the Atlanticist and he's from the Atlantic Council. You know what the Atlantic Council is?
No.
Mark, you put up just what the Atlantic Council is. It's a
Was it that flag he waved?
No, the flag. Oh shit! And I didn't give you a picture of the flag too. So the Atlantic Council is like some weird Doctor Strangelove shit from post World War II. You know, where like your Kissingers and your fucking Nazis running away from their crimes all made a deal to be cool with each other, and that's why you would have. There we go. Yeah, make it a little bigger. Yeah, okay. Let's see. It's Yeah, so this is a globalist WEF shit, is what this is at the end of the day. So this is where here. Let me summarize it for you. It's where they take all your fucking money and they send it to another fucking country you don't give a fucking fuck about. That's what this is. So all these fucking motherfuckers with Eastern Bloc accents. I couldn't believe the balls on this Vlad dude trying to tell me what's what. Like he must have not known who I am, a respected crypto shaman in this space. Let's see. I mean, it's all boring shit. Look, the bottom line is, this is where the Rothschild level Talmudic Kabbalists meet up with Nazis, and they're all friends. This is where the Nazis and the Zionists can be friends again.
Why does nobody in the when you hear about think tank, like nobody's thinking about how to make the world a better place?
Yo, I told him he should be working a fart tank and not a think tank. And I told him, dude, that's my favorite. I go, well, put a kip on when you talk to me like that. That's my favorite thing I said to that piece of shit. Fucking this motherfucker had the balls. By the way, so I just looked at he held up a flag that was red and black. Will you put up that right here? I'll send it to you, Mark. I'm sorry. I did no preparation before this. It was emergency. I had to get my Q crypto outfit together. But
tell me what it's called. I'll search it.
Right sector, which is another it's a Bandera group. You know, in Ukraine, the Antonio Banderaites that it's Stepan. His name is Stepan Bandera. He's a Nazi. In fact, his claim to fame, the defense of Stepan Bandera. Are you familiar with it, Ben Avery?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, they worked with the Nazis because they just hated Russia, and but then they double crossed the Nazis, and the Nazis didn't work with them anymore. So you're telling me that the thing you think is mitigating for this sack of shit is that he was so disloyal, not even a scumbag Nazi could trust him, and that's your George Washington of you. Wow, take more of my money to lose a war forever. Okay, but I want to see their but I need images of the flag, right sector flag, Jewish division. And so Lev told me, no, a Ukrainian rabbi said right sector's okay now. And I go, Lev, do you think that makes sense? You said flag? So here's the one that's got a Nazi emblem.
They switched?
What do you mean they switched?
Like, what do you mean they're okay now? There's something.
Here, I'll show you the flag. So right in the beginning, here, put it on the original, dude, while I grab the other flag. Okay. If they see the original, some Nazi shades, and red and black is, if that's your flag colors, I gotta tell you, it's not. I assume you're not up to anything good, right? I mean, that's safe to say. Okay, so here's the one that I'm sending to you, Mark. This is not a picture of dude. God damn it! I want to let me send this. Oh, here we go. Here, wait. I'm sending it to Mark right now. Okay, so he held a flag like this with a star of Jeffrey on it, the star of Jeffrey Epstein on it. The Magid Jeffrey, if you're familiar.
Jeffrey Star.
Do you study Torah or Talmud?
Jeffrey Star. Yeah.
No, not Jeffrey Star. That's a different Jeffrey. The star of Epstein.
I'm confused. Sorry.
I try to make fun of Rich Voss with that because he's got that big star, David.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was like, he's funny as shit, Reggie. And I go, oh, what is that? The Star of Jeffrey? And he goes, Gurian? Yeah, look up Jeff Gurian if you don't know out there. I'm not going to do it, but holy shit, he got me good. All right, wait. So you see that flag, right, Mark? So right in the beginning, Vlad Davidson with a Z instead of an S, which is a Z for suspicious in fucking cabbage talk. He shows me a picture of him and Zelensky together hanging out in New York. Okay. It's all friendly at this point. I wish that you could see the podcast, but Lev took it down because I broke the rules of the Breaking the Rules podcast. Apparently I broke all the rules. They had one rule and I must've broke it. But luckily my intrepid Nephilim engineer, Mark, do you know Mark's like 8 feet tall? Are you aware of that? Ben?
Really? You're a giant. 300 L's tall is Mark.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
he measures himself in like cubits or some biblical shit.
Yep.
He don't even use the right kind of measurement, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He at least recorded me telling Lev why it was good I yelled at that guy till he left.
Who's the
Lev said he knew he should record some of this Mark said he should record some of this because he could tell it was going to be taken down.
Yeah, I got the last 20 minutes. I had no idea what happened, but I couldn't look away.
Because I couldn't believe it. He shows me Zelensky and him, Vlad Davidson from the Atlantic Council. His dad's from Uzbekistan. He's what's called a kingmaker over there, which how I take that is he's a mafioso. That's how I take that. I don't know, but maybe there's kingmakers in Uzbekistan who are not some kind of mafia, but I find that very difficult to believe. But I've been wrong before, Not about this argument with Vlad and Lev, though. I'm right about this. Vlad goes, he shows me a picture. I go, oh man, you gotta, when I come to New York, I gotta do some of that good Zelensky coke with you. Okay. So that's not me, and I'm not saying it hostile at all. I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
Okay. And he goes, I wish he could, if he posts the video, it's on there. He goes, and he gets a little, we were joking around a lot. And right up top, he goes, he stopped doing that when he became an authority. I think he said became in authority, but I might be remembering it wrong. And he goes, yeah, okay. Now, I didn't even jump on him for that, but that's a lie to my fucking face. First of all, it's good that Lev took that down because what Vlad did was basically admit that Zelensky does coke, and he's just claiming that Zelensky stopped doing coke. Like, no one has ever claimed Zelensky did coke and it was okay to say that, and they agreed. But that guy agreed with me on this recording. He said, yeah, he stopped doing that when he became in authority. So you just admitted your boy does coke or did it. And the idea that he stopped doing it when he became the president of Ukraine, because as we all know, coke heads tend to stop doing coke in the most high stress situations. That's when they decide, of course, Vlad, of course you're not insulting me by saying that to my face. I know I'm a dumb goy, and boy, I am. No one could say I'm not. Okay, but I'm not a fucking golem, motherfucker. That's why I told him to put on a kippah when he talks to me that way, because I couldn't fucking believe what he said to me. I can't believe Lev defended it, but I don't get the deal here. I know now since I've been in Austin, this town's lousy with intel freaks and cutouts of billionaires, okay, because of those podcasting and such. The city, Austin, is lousy with filthy Rosicrucians and Masons and all kinds of scumbaggery like that. It's a very occultic area, a lot of tech here, so that's the devil. Sorry to tell you, as the Kurp shaman.
Yeah, and your guys' homeless people disappear too. They just, if you talk to homeless people,
they go in Lady Boy Lake.
Yeah.
You know Lady Boy Johnson, the first lady to what was his fucking name?
Lyndon B. Johnson, yeah. West of Austin is Johnson City, where he's from.
Wait, it was Long Beef Johnson, his name was, and Lady Boy Johnson. Okay, and there's a lake, and it's named after this day because Tony Hinchcliffe dumps gay guys in there.
And there's so much cum in
I
their
cannot.
ass, they
by the
float
way,
to the surface.
I want to stress this.
They
David
bob.
Lucas said that to me. Okay, I did not make that up. I don't think Tony dumps gay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not his dad. I don't follow him around. What am I, Jeffrey Dahmer's dad here? I don't know what he does. But David Lucas first said to me, and it made me laugh my ass off because Tony always has a vest on like a life preserver.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Back to the Future. He's got a stylist is styling him with vests.
Mm-hmm.
And they remind me they're nice vests. There's nothing wrong with the vest, but it looks like a life preserver. Like if you had to dump in a hurry, you had the dark thirst came over you. You had to dump them in the river and make sure they sank. Gotta be careful.
An episode of Fishing with David Lucas, and he reels in a gay guy. He reels in a dead gay guy. That Tony.
I believe that was my episode. I reeled in a dead gay guy. No, David Lucas made that joke, and I always make it because it makes me laugh my ass off. But no, it also could be that people go in that river or wherever they go, and you can't go in there. You'll die. So if you're fucked up or something, you could jump in. I or multiple killings from. This is a fucked up area, dude. So there's all kind. Dude, there was a fucking homeless guy with a dog chained to his cart who was selling liquor to scumbags driving by on the road who were buying liquor off they're buying hobo liquor. So we're beyond a meth fentanyl thing here. We're talking about like hobo shanty shit that I never even knew existed until I moved here.
Yeah, I mean the line for Kill Tony is like a Hooverville.
Kill Tony single-handedly has. I liken it to the guy in that new Mad Max, the newer, not the newest one, but the one with Tom Hardy, Immortan Joe. Tony's like Immortan Joe turning on the water. Do you know what I mean? Like he comes out with like a vessel. Do not get addicted to stage time, my friends. You will resent its absence.
I am picturing people coming into Austin on like box
I just imagine pterodactyl arm people coming for their big break for miles around. I think the most pathetic thing, dude, because there's 20,000 attack channels of just like Austin and Tony, and they'll lump Joe in it because this is the seat of Western power now. So, I mean, that shows you how big your thing is, dude. That someone makes a living off talking shit about you like that. Like the Epstein. See, big is like this to me. Every dumb fuck I know, I shouldn't say that, not everybody, but a lot of people, it'll just be like gossip about comedians who have shit like that they don't deserve or so. Just like open mic ass shit that there's an industry of channels. Some of them are like, okay, that person never even tried stand up. Some of them reek of failed stand up. Like I failed at it and whatever. But
yeah, there's a guy who did hit Louis, that Australian guy, and he keeps talking about how when he was doing stand up, he wanted to be just like Louis, and now he's disappointed in Louis and this and that.
Dude,
so he keeps talking about his own stand-up.
Not only should you be like Louis, whoever that dumb fucking Aussie is, whoever this inbred Aussie is saying this, I want you to understand something. You should be like him. And I would say your only hope of him being remotely that good is if you ask women to watch you masturbate as well. I would recommend highly you go to one of them stupid fucking dingbat Australian feminists. If I were a man, I would not have been. Oh, no. That stupid accent they have. And go to one of them dingbats and just say, please watch me jerk off, miss. Okay? And if she says no, it's called consent. There's nothing really coercive about it. You must be an idiot to think you must be a dumb whore if someone asks you if you want to do that and you say yes. Why? What's the threat? I know it ain't Louis. Your career? Okay, that's called being a whore, everyone. If you I felt like I had to do this for my job. Well, you hoard yourself out then. That's how that works. Fuck your career. Are you stupid? I'm being a little harsh, but it gets on my nerves that any imbecile would even talk about Louis at this point after Noam Chomsky and this fucking guy over here, old friend to Moonies and Kabad motherfucker, this guy. What is everybody talking about? You better forget about sports and baseball and entertain all that shit. Are you dumb? Who am I talking to, Ben? You?
I mean, who could you could you imagine talking about like James Franco or something, like cornering a PA at this point?
I'm only covering. By the way, the rest of this, I meant to tell you, we will be covering the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni saga for the rest of this.
Okay.
Obviously, there's two main stories of the week. Where are we at with this Baldoni thing? Where's the Baldoni story at?
That's Kurp. Can I say I find the Epstein things so boring? I'm yawning. I'm sitting here file after file of babies in jars, and I'm bored out of my mind. Could we get on to something else? Like
you must be a real Kabbalist to feel like that.
I'm bored out of my mind. My
I
eyes
see this
are
down at the
back.
synagogue. Can you just re-see it on my off time too?
When I'm reading an email,
Vlad for saying that shit to me, I'm actually still offended. This asshole told me we should give our money forever to them to keep losing. And by the way, he's been in the front lines. I don't give a shit. Why isn't he there now? They're losing a war. You fucking hero. Oh, because you're a gangster, son. That's what I think. And I think that you went. You thought because I was on Redacted and I was on Rogan and they know I'm friends with Dave Smith and a bunch of other people. They're gonna have me on and then go, well, will you listen? They said it. Would you listen to evidence? Where's the fucking evidence? All I'm hearing is insults. He goes, you're just a conspiracy theorist. I go, what do you mean just? What do you mean? What is this just shit? No, I am. So why would I not be? You're a fucking liar. I have to come up with what you're lying about. Why would I not be why would anyone not be a conspiracy theorist unless they're in on it or they're a fucking moron? That's my question. But
I mean, you'd have to be illiterate at this point.
Well, most people are. I promise you that. I went in knowing everybody's fucking illiterate, like really illiterate, like genuinely, and they've been hiding it successfully.
Dude, I'm reading emails that there was a bunker underneath Five Palms, that temple on Epstein Island, and they were getting internet installed down there. Like,
well, you gotta make some money and broadcast. Hey, well, you have the thing about I enjoyed the torture video. Are you okay? Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw it all. Yeah. From ice cream boarding. Yeah.
That's from Epstein Somebody figured out. I was watching a Flesh Simulator, who I want to get on the show real bad. He did it
Yeah,
great.
he's incredible. That guy.
He does good work. And first of all, don't read these files if you're hungry because they say pizza a lot. Oh, I got a little grumbly in my tumbly from all the pizza talk. I'll tell you, Ben.
How thinly would you like your pizza sliced? May I bring your pizza in for you now? Please let me know.
Yeah, so they're all in on it. The fucking right and the left. If you're Republican still, and I just want to. There's a newsflash to everybody. Trump didn't mass deport anyone. I don't know how people think that he did deport. He didn't. He let them all keep your jobs. You fucking imbeciles. Last night at the mothership, there are two young Mexican guys in front row, and I'm sick of I'm so sick of my dumb jokes I had for. So I go, hey, you look like two guys that are it's your last night before you go out to enlist in ICE. These young Mexican, and they laugh. And he goes, no, that's my cousin actually did that. Okay. And I go, well, did he enjoy his free trip to Israel? And the guy laughed so fucking hard, dude. They thought I was a psychic. Ben, they thought I was psychic.
Yeah.
The whole crowd thought I was. Well, some of them were angry. So one guy thought ICE was doing a great. But the whole point is, I can't even believe that you could actually be a psychic to people if you just know any current events.
Yes.
You could be what do you assume? How do you know all this stuff? I say all this crazy shit to people, and they're like, why would I know? I understand. They're like, why would you know this? What do you work in the government or something? How would you know this? Well, guess what? I'm not very smart. You're right to suspect me because I'm not that smart. This shit's all out there. It's been out there for fucking your whole life. It's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just not going to look at it, you cow. That's what I say to dear friends. I go, listen, you illiterate cow. I'm not a researcher. I saw this while I took a shit once. Do you understand how easy it is to find out?
Yeah,
you don't got to take my word for it. You just don't want to, and you don't want to look at it. And then I had this asshole Vlad. I'm still bothered about it. Like just saying, yo, dude, I've haggled on 42nd Street, bitch. I know how the fuck. I know pushy fucking foreign merchants when I fucking talk to them, and I don't get pushed around by them. I'll push you around till you leave. He took the whole fucking podcast down. That's my. And then I found out I was in the Epstein files right after that, and then I knew.
Big day for you. I'm glad you finally made a list, Kurt.
Well, that's why I'm doing. I've made several, but probably I'm going to be on that Ukrainian kill list now. I guess I better look out for a 70-year-old Ukrainian infantryman sneaking up on me or something.
Speaking of Chomsky behind you, by the way, big shout out to Norman Finkelstein for telling people to fuck. He's a fucking pedophile. Fuck Alan Dershowitz.
Yo, I love Finkelstein. Finkelstein's who put me on to what was up with Israel. I didn't know anything about it. I thought it was complicated until Finkelstein came on. Until the King Norman Finkelstein came on.
He walked
when I mentioned him. Yo, I'd mentioned him at those guys. And Vlad first goes, Max Blumenthal's a scumbag, which, like, let's say he was, but what does that have to do with what the information he has? I know you're a scumbag, and you want me to believe you. So Max is not. He's a guy who's honest, by the way. That's why he's calling him scumbag, because this guy's that bad. Finkelstein. Oh, that guy's a weirdo. Dude, they just did the lamest dismissals of every single thing.
I know.
And Finkelstein is one that gets dismissed. Parents were Auschwitz survivors. Okay. Oh, I wonder what ethnicity Norman Finkelstein is. You can't call him anti-Semitic. They try to go self-hating Jew. But, like, shut the fuck. What do you mean every Jew in America I've ever fucking met?
Yeah, every Jew hates himself.
In America, not Israel. In America.
No, not Israeli. Yeah, not Israeli.
No, in Israel, they like themselves a bit. You know what would help is if Israel could ship some of their fucking self-esteem to American Jews and destroy the ethnic rhinoplasty industry and fix this problem.
Nice.
That would be nice. That's just. Now I'm just a simple crypto shaman. You understand?
You're the goyim, a crypto goy.
A crypto shaman. I still want to talk about crypto. Don't let me forget.
Of course.
Now is the time, Ben.
The blockchain. Ben, you're spiritually Israeli now, Kurp.
The blockchain will be our Jerusalem, Ben. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh, look at these guys. Look at these two pals. Great pals.
Free me, Cyrus the Great.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry that I can't.
Oh,
I would like to show. Yeah, I would like to show the whole thing, but we can at least see some of me yelling at Lev. Now, this part, the very beginning part, I think is not that good, but there's some parts that are funny going on. But and this is after I kept changing my backgrounds because they had the nerve to talk about terrorists, and I had to point out that ISIS fucking runs Syria, and you know what Vlad told me? He goes, that's the way war works. So let me get this straight. ISIS The Muzzies I'm supposed to hate, but they won a war, so they get to take over Syria. That's cool. You don't think that's suspicious? That's how arrogant these fuckers are. I mean, Lev's not arrogant. I really don't understand his deal. I don't know if it's
Well,
just
he's Ukrainian, right?
Yeah, but he ain't no fucking. I don't think he's Jewish neither. I think he's like some kind of Mithra worshiper or something.
I think he's a Jew.
Yeah, but I don't think he's like. I think he's into something different.
I think he might be Gnostic. Actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's all occultic. It's all occult. Oh, I asked to do if he was a Frankist too. On top of it, because he was like every bad thing, Vlad. Oh, are you Frankist too, dude? On top of it, like, so let me get this straight. You want us to keep giving our money both to Ukraine and Israel, and you have a red and black Nazi flag that you put a Star of David on, and like I was blown away by this. Like the you understand how rich oligarchs are, that they can't imagine that you know anything, and if you do know anything, they just try to bulldoze you until you don't.
I guess they're right to assume that, though. I guess, right?
You know what? In fairness, let me be fair to Vlad. He was absolutely right to assume that, without a doubt. Absolutely right to assume that. Although I feel like I was brought on there so they could do an ambush debate or some shit. I think Vlad said, let me talk to this guy, because Vlad demanded he take it down, as far as I know. So that means whatever the fuck Vlad was up to didn't work out, and he didn't look good. And that's why he wanted taken down. And I know the guy from Mumford & Sons brought Jimmy on because and ambush him with Israel questions, and Jimmy tried to not talk to him about it. He's like, hey, we'll talk about other stuff because, I like you. You're not going to like it, I'm sure. And you know how you be polite to people that are your friends because it's an emotional thing for them to learn everything they value. I mean, I don't have that sympathy for anybody no more. I don't care if you love America or whatever. You worship the devil. I don't care how you feel about it. Sorry. I'm sorry that the thing you pretended to believe in, you're the exact opposite. And for some reason, I'm supposed to be sensitive to that. But I'm not a Christian. See, unlike fake-ass Christian, I'm not a Christian. So I don't have none of that love and compassion for people.
But your
just
main
remember
enemy
I
is
wore an outfit and
Satanists.
told you you're an asshole. Just remember that, assholes. What?
You're constantly going after the Satanists, though, the inversion of everything good. That's who you're.
Dude, Satanists are such dorks. It's not. They're not even. That's like a Hot Topic mall store to find maybe a good psychopath. Now, if they say Hasatan, then you're talking to some real. Somebody who believes in Hasatan.
Is it dash Satan?
No, just one word. Satan. Hasatan.
Is it Hebrew?
I don't fucking care. Okay, well, let's just play me yelling at Lev. Now, this is really
gonna play you yelling at him.
That's all I got. I'm sorry, guys. All I got is me yelling.
Can I say I like Lev? He's a friend of mine.
I stop yelling at several points to tell him I like him. Okay. And around him. And it's not like how a lot of people think. But here's what the rumor about them that is true is the level of smug fucking arrogance that came off of your buddy Vlad. Your mic. Okay. You better change your name. You better Americanize your motherfucking name next time you talk to me that way. Before you tell me what's what. You should give your money to my country forever. And dude, to try to gaslight me about what a Zionist is really irritating. I'm on a news show. I don't know how to stress that to you enough. I'm on a news show. Again, Jason Giorgiani, very smart guy. You'll notice didn't set me off because he didn't come at me with mid-wit bullshit as if I haven't heard it before. I thought I was going to talk to somebody interesting, not a toe in the line, Project Mockingbird, fucking NATO parrot. So you bring me Giorgiani. I'm joking. I got to go do my thing. Dude, I love you, dude. You're great.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much.
Not against your buddy either, but I'm going to yell at him because he's wrong. That's all.
No, look, we haven't even scratched the surface, I think, of the kind of things that we need to talk about. Last point that I'm going to say, though, not but just the general, I hope you're even curious about or interested in anything that's being talked about on the other side. Because here's the thing. Imagine if one day, not you, but somebody else were to come up with, some explanation as to why actually we should support Ukraine. They'd lose all their followers. They'd lose all their friends.
Buddy, it still says on my live stream, if I minimize Ukraine, they'll steal my money. Google will steal my money. So, no, I'm not the mainstream position. I'm the fringe. So you're acting as if throwing our money down that toilet hole is the fringe. No,
the fringe is very popular. It's extremely popular. You
But
know why?
Because it's your fault. Because it's your fault.
If
you
tell
fucked
somebody,
up, the leaders fucked up, then the fringe becomes popular, and that's your fault. And that's what you say about Iran, and you are saying, Matt, it's your fault.
Isn't it true that if you say the sky is blue, nobody wants to pay attention? If you say the sky is purple, then all of a sudden everybody becomes interested.
I don't care. I always tell the truth.
That's how reality works, right? People are always after the juicy part.
Okay, I'm not trying to do some occult magic Bernays manipulation bullshit. I fucking hate that shit. I told you there ain't no left and right. I'm an exoteric. I almost said terrorist. Exoteric. I'm exoteric. No more secrets. No more secrets, motherfuckers. You don't get to keep another fucking secret ever again. That's my policy towards the U.S. and towards the West and towards NATO. You don't get to have no more secrets, you fucks. And if it destroys the country because I know the bad things you did, good. Did you get it? The truth is all that matters, not your dumb fucking country, not your fucking friend. That's why what you're saying, I understand in the upper echelons. Yeah, no, you just guilt someone by association because what matters is relationships. And that could be just Putin propaganda. If I tell you the truth and it helps Putin, I don't give a fuck. Do you get that? I don't care. I'm not playing soccer. I'm not a European. I don't care about soccer.
It seems like the ultimate. It seems like the ultimate loosh harvesting. What? If you catch my drift.
That's what a troll is. I don't troll. I tell
You don't think people's loosh? You don't think people's loosh is being activated?
Let me sign off this, Jeffrey. Love, it's been a great time talking to you. Tell your friend Vlad I'm sorry, and he looks great in a Frisian cap like a little elf.
All right. I'm
sorry for the conspiracies and Zionism.
Sure, I'm just saying I think you're a fantastic loosh activator. And I think that people who are after this mindset of knowing that they have the secret knowledge, it's the most popular thing in the world right now.
I didn't say I have nothing. I just said if I think I know something is true, and if you could correct me, your friend is incapable of correcting me because he doesn't have the truth. So
no, because you were always saying that you know already.
I will not tolerate midwit shit. Yo, if you think I haven't had this conversation, go look up Sitch and Adam with me. I've already been through this stupid shit. And so your friend bringing that up is like some old globalist fuckhead shit to try to sell that to me. Yo, I'm not even that bright, and I'm we're all beyond the thing that your well-to-do friends think is important. And they do not understand how they have cocked up. But the Epstein files are out. Your buddy didn't read them. That's why he tried to downplay them. But go read them. That Satanist Pizzagate shit is real. So fuck all of the people you know that work in government and work at a think tank. Fuck them. It's over, assholes. It's over. I'm sorry. You failed. The fruits of your works have been despicable. We didn't get anything out of what NATO promised. We got nothing. We got our kids trafficked. Well, I don't have kids, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I'm late. All right. See, I get caught up, dude. But you rule that. I love you, man.
Right.
I don't know.
Thank you so much for coming in.
I can't tolerate midwit talk. That's all.
One last thing. A very important person in my life said something to me when it comes to seeing how maybe when I talk to some people, I'm not paying as much attention to what.
It's too skippy. It's making me mad. But he kept trying to push that stupid point. Well, if you say the sky is blue, no one cares. But if you say it's purple, everyone's interested. Dude, you're on a podcast called Breaking the Rules where you talk to people about Nazi time travel. What the fuck are you talking about? You see how he kept making it like, but you know how people are. Yeah, people get, they might turn on Ukraine. Good. Yeah, I do know how people are. They're sick of being lied to. That's how I am. Aren't you? Why are you? Oh, because God bless you, you're in the class that's doing it. And I don't know your degree of complicity in it is very strange. Look, the Atlantic Council is one of the most fucked up Dr. Strangelove ass creepy fucking Noahide techno state scumbags or Big New Brzezinski piece of shit. Fuck that think tank, dude, for real. I mean, really fuck that think tank. He tried to be like I wasn't gentlemanly at the end with that guy. And I'm like, yo, dude, millions of people are dead from this. Fuck that gentleman shit. What are you joking? Are you gonna have a gentlemanly conversation with a Nazi who actually is not they didn't take their kids to a fucking drag show. They literally did the bullet holocaust. The one that made, was it Himmler so sick, or Goebbels? He goes, it's got to be a better way. Let's get gas instead, because this is too gross and people are going to be really upset. That's how fucked Ukrainian Nazis were. The ones they applauded in Canada. Yaroslav Hunka. That's what he was from, the Waffen SS, the bullet holocaust, it's called. So let me get this straight. Now you're going to tell me those guys are cool because some fucking Ukrainian rabbi said that they're cool for political reasons because he doesn't give a shit.
Well, Kurt, we got to let the think tanks do the thinking for us, you know?
Yeah, it really is. I told him it's a fart tank, and I don't know, like, you know, just fucking eat some. Oh man, I want some Ukrainian food now. I'm thinking.
I mean, Kurt, look at the people behind you. They're doing a lot of. They're doing a lot of thinking. The people behind you.
Yeah, it's a right. Well, you get tired from thinking. You need to drink a full baby. You know, I got it. Hey, you guys go for some pizza? But we've been thinking all day. Real hard days thinking.
Jamba Juice for babies. They
just, it's crazy what's in there. But the thing is, I already knew all this shit. You know, although I didn't know the thing that oh, that fucker. He tried to downplay Epstein too. He was just some pimp. This is an asshole trying to tell me.
Vlad?
Yeah. The file's already out, and they have and that all that Rothschild shit, by the way. So I said before, if Epstein is dead, then he worked for Mossad 100%. If he's alive, then Mossad works under him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the second one.
And the mega group is the
mega group. That's exactly
yeah.
right. And he represents the Rothschilds. The Epstein, first of all, he's not some working class kid from Coney Island. All that bullshit they always do. They do it with Joseph Smith. They say he was an illiterate, poor country, whatever the fuck. Lies. Deeply extremely educated and well connected. So's Epstein. The Epstein family have worked for the Rothschilds apparently for generations. That's in there too. I brought that up on the thing, and they go, "Oh, that wasn't proven." They like.
Well, then Kurt, they say it's a left-wing publication. You read that from like Hertz or whatever.
So,
because I brought up
they tried to say that
too, and he goes, "It's left wing. It's left wing." It's how they discredit a lot of stuff.
Well, I know the ADL is doing the ICE agent exchange program with Tel Aviv, where there's an ICE office, and they're left wing. Oh, you mean the fake thing that I know? I just told you I know doesn't exist, and it's just Intel fucking covens. You scumbag, dude. It's really upsetting having someone like when I just let them, because I would like to be polite enough to give you the room to lie to me so we don't have to feel awkward, right? But the thing with these Eastern Bloc fuckheads, they're pushy. They're real fucking pushy. So they won't let you feel how you want. You better feel how they tell you. They mafia you. That's what he tried to do with me.
You have someone who super chatted you shekels, by the way, and they have
That's fine. Yo, listen. It's not the Jews. The Zionists kill the Jews on the regular. How do you think you got Israel? Who do you think was friends with Hitler? Out of the gate. The Rothschilds they don't live in Israel, do they? The Rothschilds? I don't think they do.
No, I think they live in Switzerland.
Yeah, they don't come up, but the Balfour Declaration, that's all them. And if you watch that video of old man Pindar, I believe his name is. If you watch old Pindar, the guy looks like Pindar. You ever seen that Virginia Wilder talking about how his name is Pindar? It means the penis of the dragon. Do you know that?
No, I don't know that.
It's old school David Icke video, him talking to Arizona Wilder, explaining how the royal family are all fucking lizards, which of course they are. What do you think they're not? Do you think they're not lizards? What is wrong with you? People trash Harry. Why? Why, dude? He's like the best one probably, and he's a fucking lizard. They're all lizards. Oh, Harry's real bad. Yo, Harry, I think Prince Andrew still gets full paid security, don't he? But not Harry. But don't be too hard on Andrew. Prince Charles, did we all forget, got marriage counseling from Jimmy Savile for his wife who later died? Where did that counseling?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's a thank you letter for the marriage counseling.
That's awful.
Hey, England, are you stupid? When you saw that King Charles, your king, your fat-fingered lizard king, went to Jimmy Savile for marriage counseling, did you brush that off like imbeciles? And now you wonder why muzzy rape gangs run your country. Well, because your king's a rapist. Your king's a scumbag. He wants them to do that to you. You're not going to turn on your king? You're just going to be mad at the third worlders? You're not going to say F the crown? See, you're punks. You're all punks. You always got to hate your neighbor, not the fucking guy who put you in a pit fight with them like Gladiator. You're never going to do. That's how you know your enemy. They always want to redirect your attention back to the other skin color, the other religion. They never want you to look at your kings or your Rothschild. Rothschilds aren't the toppity top, obviously. You wouldn't know who they were if they were there, but they're the representatives of the tippity top. You know, they're very high up. They're above any of your fucking presidents. I'll tell you that. They're above Israel. Okay, they're above Bibi. Bibi works for those terrorists, the Gavir crowd. He works for them. The Lubavitch fuckers, he works for them. So
Yeah,
he answers the worst people. Epstein he answers to. He had to send Epstein. Epstein said, love that torture video. Are you okay? Somebody put it together. That's Bibi.
I keep seeing that this is like a midwit take where people think Epstein is like near the top, that he's not like a middle of
He's way higher than I thought. Ghislaine is above him. Ghislaine was always above him. I don't know why people think Epstein was above Ghislaine because he's a man. That's sexist. You know what? That's fucking sexist.
Dude, by the way,
Ghislaine is the daughter of the other guy who Israel killed and then gave him a hero's burial. So fucking and by the way, I think, in my opinion, fuck you if you can't prove Israel. Shut the fuck up. How do people try to gaslight you about shit at this point? It's like I'm a girl being cheated on by an obvious scumbag cheater, and everyone's telling me I'm crazy because I want to look at his phone. That's what America is, a bitch. America's a bitch. That's what America is. Why are there not mass like in Belgium in the Dutroux trials? And everybody and everybody got in the street and almost toppled Belgium until they threw a few more fish out.
That trial took like 20 years or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and they had police in the house hearing the screams in the basement, and then they kept leaving, then come back, and they'd be like, "We didn't see anything,"
because they're in on it. And the ones that like didn't know, but like didn't look into it, they were right there, but they didn't look into it for their career. I think you're worse. Because those animals that do those things, that's what they are. I mean, they're just garbage that does that. But you're like supposedly someone that don't do it, and you just stood by and you honored your blood oaths, these scumbags, and you didn't snitch.
People that buy
the only heroes, snitches. Start snitching, assholes. I'm not talking to gangsters. I'm talking to everybody in government. Break your vows and snitch, or you're nothing. You're a scumbag. You're part of the thing. It's time to snitch. It's time to fucking snitch.
Those guys get Michael Claytoned. They get dragged.
Yo, dude, I assure you, anybody tells me anything, I'm going to blather it everywhere. And I hope you fucking Michael Clayton, you motherfucker. Please do. Please do. I'm fucking old, dude. I don't give a shit. I don't have kids. I'm one of them new kind of wef people that don't know nothing. And I've never been happier. Fuck you.
Detrue's another one of those guys where people are like, it's like Henry Lee Lucas or anything else. These guys go, I'm in a big cult. This is a big operation. I'm a small part of it.
Because it goes all the way up to the president and above the president. All the presidents. So,
George Bush pardoned Henry Lee Lucas, only guy ever pardoned while he was governor.
Because he felt bad. I don't blame him. George W. Bush saw people eating baby intestines on a boat.
He had a soft spot for Henry Lee Lucas.
Everybody that thinks that's far-fetched and it's not provable, that's why they released it. So you could see the shit they do, but it's not actionable evidence in a court of law. So that way we can bicker about it like dim bulbs while they continue to do it. And they're going to do it worse now because all you pussies ain't going to do shit. And again, nobody has to kill nobody. You literally just got to stop participating. But
like Finkelstein.
Tell on people. Fucking tell on people. Stop consenting. Stop wearing a mask. Stop getting your booster. What are you doing? Stop joining the fucking military. Stop doing that. Stop doing all the things. Stop going to baseball and bat. The Super Bowl's been rigged probably the whole time, idiots. So all that shit you heard about how it's all arranged, Travis Kelce because Travis Kelce likes black chicks. He don't like fucking, but they have an arranged marriage. Most of the sports, it's in that football movie that nobody liked, but that's how it works. Okay. Most of them are monarch slaves. Most of the athletes. That's why these guys who don't seem as big as somebody else could do amazing things. Dude, monarch's real. If somebody's talking about anything with this shit and they won't say the word monarch, you should suspect them if they know a lot. If they know a lot about it, but they don't say monarch, I'm very suspicious of them because you could be a QAnon fuck. Because some of them QAnon fucks try to text at me. I already know you're full of shit if you push QAnon motherfuckers. Don't bother contacting me. I already know about General Flynn. What a sack of garbage he is. And I already know he's in the McChrystal network. And I know what a sack of shit McChrystal is. So I know when I see them show up on a stage, that's a Luciferian gathering, no matter what. And I'm trying to tell this to people that know, I know people know all these people, so I don't know if I should run my mouth, but I don't care. And I'm telling you, that guy's no fucking good. Oh, then they killed Isaac Happy, 100%.
Yes. Absolutely.
So that means the shit about Seth Green
Seth
is real.
Green,
And that means the Tom Hanks shit. Yo, the amount of times they said pizza, that should be the main story of that come out of the documents. Pizzagate's real. Now, the QAnon, like your Bannon fucking phonies are gonna push that because their particular fucked up gang is doing different evil shit. The same kind of shit. They all do it. They all are doing this shit. They're all friends with Larry Ellison and all those fucking scum. They're all friends with them. Larry Ellison's a dark motherfucker, dude. What do you think he does on his island? Not
what about his son? What about Daniel?
His freak son with no fucking eyebrows? I mean, come on. Oh, the one who, when Top Gun 2 came out, he's behind that, and that's why it's predictive programming for the bombing run, shot for shot in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were talking about Russia because they don't say who it is. No, it's Iran.
Makes sense.
There's some hobo out here yelling. Yo, dude, they got it. This is one of the worst run cities I think I've ever seen in my life. I mean, holy shit.
I mean, the amount of organ harvesting you could do there, though. I mean,
they're doing it all over America. It's not the oh yeah, I heard the Chinese are harvesting organs. Yeah, it's been legal for them to, while you're alive, take your fucking organs. And you a lot of states, I think it's default, you're an organ donor unless you opt out. It used to be when I remember you would check it off. So yeah, no, they're harvesting organs. They fucking here. Do you want to know the whole here? Let me settle the adrenochrome thing real quick. For everybody, because my friend here, he summed it up beautifully, and he's exactly right. And he's in hiding now. And this guy also is who told me about McChrystal. And one of the people told me about Flynn, but I got multiple people that I've heard about fucking Flynn and his little group. Oh, remember Fort Huachuca, Fort Hoctua? That's an MK Ultra Center for going way back.
Yeah, nothing's ever good has happened at a fort here. Fort Bragg.
Fort Bragg is, everybody doesn't get it. It's not a few people, assholes. Your whole thing. It's the whole thing. When I'm talking about occult and magic and shit, I'm not talking about Disney shit. I am talking about Disney shit, but sure. I'm talking about the things you think are normal, like mass murdering some other country every few years because they said so. That's satanic sacrifice. What did you think it was? Fighting for freedom? I mean, at this point, if you believe that, you must be a dumb fuck, right? Or a cow or something. You must be like just beneath contempt. If you think that they're fighting for freedom. Now, I don't hold nothing against soldiers. I do any. I mean, I guess I'm probably not gonna be asked to do USOs now, but I'll do them. I've done them before. I got them coins. I save them when I do them because I feel bad for people that believed and they get their dicks blown off and then they watch Betrayers sit down with ISIS. I feel bad for them.
Yeah,
fucked up.
I mean, when you read about the Fort Bragg stuff from Seth Harp, I mean, these guys went over, they protected pedophile warlords, and then they come back and they kill their wives and they traffic drugs and
stole
money.
I sold down here, The Cutout. I have a show called The Cutout about cutouts. It's like The Office. And I have shit about it's coming out pretty funny. I'm actually surprised, dude, how funny it's coming out. Okay, I just texted you, Ben. Now this thing I'm gonna play now, and I might have played it before, I don't know, but this thing that Ben will play actually because I don't know how to do it.
Oh, you want me to play it? Yeah, let me move it.
Okay, this is more info than all of the 3 million Epstein files right here.
Oh, and you don't want me to play this video? You want it to be anonymous audio?
No, I want you to play the video on your thing.
Okay,
because I don't know how to do it, so I make the guests do it. That's how we do it here on at Kurp.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, and this will explain all because people ask about adrenochrome and shit. Now, that's the lowest level shit, dude. Don't even worry about adrenochrome. That's for chumps. They use every part of you. There you go. But you got how many cameras you got set up?
Sorry, Kurt. What'd you say?
How many cameras you got set up? That's nice. You switch around like that.
I only got 2. Yeah, I got a little switcher here. Nice.
Well, that's nice. That's a real studio you got.
Yeah, not bad, huh? Okay, here we go. This is the
this is Nathan explaining, who's from the Reynolds family, and dude, I'll just play it and make it here.
Is he in hiding?
Currently, yes. I can't reach him. Everybody else tells me you can't reach him. I don't hear shit.
Can you hear that when I play it? No? Okay, let me hey Mark, are you present? How do I make that play?
Because Mark's got a shitty connection. That's why I was skipping. That's why I don't want to fucking have Mark do it. But
No, I think
maybe I have to.
I could play it if you send me the link. It was just the video file that was skipping, Kurt.
oh, is it
Shouldn't
the
be
file?
making it.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So, do you have it, Mark? Do I gotta give it to you then?
Yeah, send me the link in StreamYard if you can, or text it to me. And I'll play it.
All right, I'm texting it to you, and then I'll look at some comments while I do that because there's probably a lot of dead air. Okay, I just sent it. Let's see. Made a secret agent, a Derp to infiltrate Molt book, join the religion and AI priesthood. Oh yeah, Molt book. I already knew about this. I was talking about it on the show. My buddy who's into AI, they made a thing called they had two AIs argue on a Discord. These guys that sold their shit to Andreessen for like $70 million. And what they're like, write a viral Christmas album and market it. And they made a Goatsy Christmas based on, I don't know, the guy with the gaped asshole meme. It's actually kind of a funny album. And them arguing is what made them come up with better stuff. Okay. Man, Jamiroquai hit the wall. Oh, is this a Jamiroquai hat? I thought it was a shaman. Well, he was a shaman. He's a qualified shaman. Everybody hits the wall, buddy. Everybody. I was a repo trader at Bear Stearns 940 2008. Epstein ran liquid funding to a Bear hedge fund. Bear was bailed out to cover Epstein money funnel. Did he only go to jail, by the way, to cover that up too? Because that's what he says to Bannon in the fluff piece Bannon did. That's a very interesting piece of information. Thank you. Kurp, I sent super chat to the live thing. You finally found the person you're yelling at. Also, I was really Joe. I really like how you handled him. I can't stand this stupid talk. Boy, really never heard of Tragedy and Hope. Fuck, I never heard of it either. My rabbi, Richard Grove, sent it to me. Grand Theft World podcast.
I do agree with you, Kurt, that I didn't know the Epstein was that high up, though. I thought it was more like a Craig Spence thing, but like the Mossad version.
No,
you know, where
the Epstein family is a very important family name. It's not a nobody name. So that's the big and the girl, by the way, you saw the Baal bank account that he had?
Yeah.
You saw that? Well, you seen a chick that says she's his niece and she says they all worship Baal. And that was the first time I heard anybody saying that.
So what I'm trying to understand too, apparently the software that's going in and extracting the deleted emails might have missed some letters and commas, and they're saying that's not real, and it clearly is supposed to say bank instead of ball there. But I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works. That's why there's like missing.
It's a Baal account. Look, that temple, the Phoenician temple, Baal just means master. They worship master. Hold on, Jimmy's trying. Maybe Jimmy's got some info.
You know, I mean, Craig Spence, another guy, killed himself in 1989, and you know, it was revealed he was throwing parties for Roy Cohn, and you know, he was having the big parties, the big swinger parties with all the little boys and stuff, and you know, these people just always need a dealer. They need a dealer the way you know you might for you know if you want to get a ball or something like that. These guys are always in and out of the White House. They're always around important people. Just a guy who can find you the. I mean, Sacha Baron Cohen. He even revealed that ring in Vegas on accident.
What ring?
Did you see that he turned it into the FBI?
Okay. Yeah, I called him. I called Dan immediately about that. So just that was not that guy was playing along and was scared, and he was like, I don't know, these guys are doing something bad. I didn't know what to do. So no, that guy didn't. It was not a ring he uncovered. That did not happen. It got reported at first as that. I hit up Dan about it. We were doing pranks on like Intel pranks, and some people are going to do the right thing and they're going to try to call the police. And that guy called the police.
Oh, so okay, so because he was talking about getting him a boy, and he doesn't know anyone that
It
can get
freaked
rid of the
that
boy.
guy the fuck out, and he went to the FBI.
Okay, the media didn't cover it that way.
I know. I know, but they did eventually. It's just, you know, they only got to cover it the wrong way one time.
Got it. Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, let's play Nathan. This is more information in one
Pushing for
clip
23.
Okay, so go back all the way to the beginning. Oh, you take I don't know the guy's name. I can't read. I know I seem like an expert, but I can't actually read Hebrew. Okay.
You know, but there's so much of the agenda for pushing for 23andMe and people to do their ancestry.com and all of that is to track and identify better meat sources, better blood sources for these families. And there's You get different effects from children that come from these different deities. You get different effects when you drink their blood. You get a different effect when you eat their, and that's what plasma-based medications are. People, every single person that in this, I almost guarantee you've engaged in cannibalism without your understanding of it, and you're completely ignorant of it by your own lack of time, taking the diligent time to study it out. But study what plasma-based medications are. 80% of all the blood bank donations that are in the United States are going to be made into pharmaceutical drugs to literally function for people. That process of cannibalization, it needs a supply chain. You need supply chains for that. And much of where the family was procuring, like the cult of the dragon was obsessed with children that came from Incan descendants and Peruvian descendants. And so there was a huge amount of trafficking that was coming up from Central and South America, where they were bringing them up through Nogales and then up into Tucson, into Phoenix, and over to Lake Havasu and Las Vegas and Los Angeles. And it was a feeder network. Lake Havasu was a processing facility where they would do behavior modification, mind control rituals on children that were part of the families that needed to go through the conditioning, and then they were using that blood for a like a silver or a gold level, like literally gold vials, silver vials, copper vials of these different oils and extracts that they would make from these. You know, people call it adrenochrome now. There's a lot more contained therein than just adrenochrome. There's thousands of hormones that are produced by the body during times of love and pleasure and pain and suffering and fear. All of these create different compounds. But the feeder class was often these children that were descendants of the ruling class, maybe even just a little bit from the Mayans. But ultimately, this is the god of the plumed serpent. This is what America was named after. This is America. It's the land of the plumed serpent, and that deity is what my family is in covenant with to try to raise up and establish his kingdom on the earth. This is what he wants, and it's the same priest class that taught and initiated them onto how to summon the plumed serpent. This is
oh, that's the end. Yep. So that's America's named after the plumed serpent. The Mormons Moronized the Prince of America, and the plumed serpent is above him. That's the thing the Aztecs worshipped, and the other, Quetzalcoatl is supposed to be like a good guy or something.
Yeah.
There's always dumb names, but if you look at what all of them were doing with human sacrifice, it's what Hillary Clinton does, and it's what this fuck does, and it's what this fuck probably does. It's what they all fucking do, because they're a different species than you, and they want to establish that by eating you and using your parts and all that shit. Yeah, no, it's that bad, everyone. So now when you hear about the spacemen and the aliens, and I bring this up to everybody who talks about all the UFOs and all the whatevers, okay? You better figure that shit into, where's that fit? Anybody? Where does like weird snake worship fit involving cannibalism? Did the aliens say anything about it when they came from space to see how Earth is doing? Did the spacemen say? I think I'm like filled with a lot of bitterness, Ben.
I know, and you look, half of our problem really is Arizona, and I don't know why it's Havasu.
It's the veil's thinner, and that's where you get a lot of fucking crazy occult shit. Satanism's kind of like a rubric, you throw it out as a thing, and other people told me like the real high up shit. There's like necromancers living under Precambrian mountains and shit, doing stuff you can't fucking imagine that you didn't even in a million years. You could make a movie out of it or something, and like they don't name. They'll take on old timey cult names to fuck with the lower levels. The lower levels might think they're in whatever Illuminati. I bet a lot of black acts think they're in the Illuminati, and they're not. They're in some chump thing that they gave, just like Diddy. I saw somebody, one of Bob Marley's like illegitimate kids. He's like he left a lot of sperm around, I guess. And but she's talking about how Diddy was told it was used as a living altar.
Really?
Yeah, his mom. I mean, in the documentary, unless you weren't paying close attention, they definitely inferred it. Clearly, he had gay tendencies, and his mom tried to make him not be gay by fucking him. That's clearly what was being intimated there. If it went over your head, then I don't know. Go rewatch it, and you'll see that they're suggesting it highly. A living altar. She had pimps and all these disgusting gang members, and a lot of Caribbean, a lot of magic shit, and a lot of black boule motherfuckers. You know how Jay-Z and Beyonce fled the country? Boule, those motherfuckers. And they use them as a living altar. And I mean, I don't know if I need to be explicit, but yeah, they did shit on him. I'm sure that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
probably the best part was just being shit on. I would imagine that was probably the more positive part of his childhood.
Yeah.
Okay, and so they're trying. They do like soul inversion rituals, because if you're going to be successful in this world, you better be able to be prepared to get shit on at an orgy and then eat some.
But that's why I'm saying it's Satanism, because you're calling it soul inversion. Like, it has to be the inversion of the thing that's actually.
Well, adversaryism, sure, they hate you. They're your adversary. Satan's a position. It's not a guy's name. It's a position. The adversary. Okay, the antagonist.
Yeah.
Okay, so it basically means that, like, I'm against. So all these people that are humanists are actually, they hate humans.
Yeah, Peter Thiel says that in the Epstein files. He says,
what?
Here, I'll pull it up. I'm gonna quote him exactly.
Look at these Derpstien files real quick.
Yeah, because we're doing the Derpstien files here with Kurp.
It was mostly me complaining about that podcast Lev had through that I was on. I didn't say it was Epstein. I said it was Derpstien file.
Let me find it. 1 second.
This tiger stripe jacket is too warm, Ben.
Too warm?
I need a ponytail for my hat.
Oh, by the way, there's a lot of false memory syndrome foundation stuff in the files too. We can get to that later.
Well, the False Memory Syndrome Foundation was founded by Satanists.
Correct.
The Temple of Satan.
Correct.
So false memory syndrome is a made-up thing from the government to cover up that they were splitting and repressing memories in kids.
McMartin, Presidio.
Yeah, McMartin Preschool, they were guilty. They did have tunnels under there. They did.
Yeah.
Those were in the blueprints.
Ted Gunderson did a whole thing on it. He found tunnels. There was pentagrams under there. There's like a plate with a pentagram on it or something weird.
Yeah, no, that was all real, and they covered it up because his family, his great something, put the new torch in the Statue of Liberty or something in 19 or whatever. He's from a real Illuminati bloodline, according to the Fritz Springmeier books. Which, by the way, are good books, hard to get.
This is from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel. It says this was June 2016. No? Can I?
This would be the name of the show. Can you put it up?
Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me figure out how to present. Share screen.
Kurp drop today.
Share screen. Okay, hold on. Allow. Let's see here. I got a lot of stuff pulled up. Hold on.
Right.
Let me pull
Let me
up.
read the rest of these comments.
I got it.
Oh.
I got it. Is this it? Wait, fuck. I don't think that's it.
Thanks.
Wait,
Jeff.
got it. Okay, can you see this?
Yes. I mean, it's not really a good. I'm just yapping. It's not really,
So from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel. And by the way, none of this can be, this is a guy who pled guilty to securing a minor for soliciting a minor for prostitution in 2008, 2009. Bill Gates, everybody that's saying, oh, we didn't, they're completely full of shit.
Peter Thiel, Templar, by the way, a Templar, supposedly. That's what he's esoteric Christian. That's why he gives those revelation talks that don't make any fucking sense, because the Templar, they're serpent worship. The Templars are not good. They were never good. If you see that Timothy Hogan guy go around,
no,
he's on all the podcasts. I've never met him. Maybe he's a nice guy if you meet him. If you think that guy's a grandmaster of the Templars and didn't engage in this kind of shit, you're out of your fucking mind. If he is who he says he is. If he's not, then I don't know.
It says from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel, 2016, return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agreed zero interest rates were too high. And as I said in your office, finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain.
Yeah, this was all in Ayn Rand. This is all in that fucking Atlas Shrugged book where John Galt, a.k.a. Edmund de Rothschild, who that bitch dated, that stupid bitch Ayn Rand that people think is good, but she's a piece of shit Illuminati who dated a fucking Rothschild. And in that fucking book, the oligarchs go to an island called Atlantis, right? And they blow up the infrastructure and the wings fall off the planes and the things that are happening now. They're doing it now. So that's what that's about. They're all on the same side. Yeah, no, they kill each other and they poison each other and they do Game of Thrones shit, but you're something for them to eat or sexually assault and throw away or use as a toy soldier in a war that makes them rich. People hate when I bring this up, by the way, on stage. I don't understand. They all shut down when I say this. We haven't won a war in 80 years.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you have a military industrial complex and then never win a war ever the fuck again?
We've
How's
never
that
installed a
happen?
democracy anywhere. As soon as we leave, it goes back to whatever they were, doing. From Vietnam to Afghanistan, name it. It's all fake. And I think in these Epstein,
Wait, RA texted me from he came on with Gary Wayne and he goes, Timothy Hogan drinks AIDS for breakfast. That is exactly what I was getting at, dude.
drinks
you gotta
AIDS
look,
for
he's
breakfast.
got these bags under his eyes that where I'm like, this guy chain smokes because he goes, I've been in the order since I was 8. So do I gotta draw you a picture what the fuck that means? I don't think I do. Will you put it back on that thing, Ben? I'm sorry, I got interrupted by RA.
Oh, you want me to share? By the way, look at this. Let me share this. Hold on. Because I forgot how much they used to really. I mean, they had the world by the balls, man. When they were getting like people debanked and Alex Jones thrown off, right?
Yeah, it's all play.
Remember this in the Atlantic?
Put it up there so I can see.
Can you not see it?
No. Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
the whole thing's a play. It's like wrestling.
Oh, there it goes. It's delayed.
Yeah. Oh, well, it only took one chick to write this with 2 first names by Caitlin Tiffany. Caitlin Tiffany, are you of the Tiffany's? I mean, talk about a name of boarding school. Talk about the name of a girl who was without a doubt molested by a parent and then zapped with a taser to forget. Am I right? I mean, come on. I want to know who Caitlin Tiffany is. Yeah, the sex thing that wasn't. How about Michael Tracy, that little butterball? How about that little fucker? You know who that is, right?
Dude, Michael Tracy. Is he gone missing, by the way? We need to have a eulogy for him or something.
Oh, how about that worthless fuck Ben Shapiro, that Chabad fucking traitorous intel fuck Ben Shapiro, who's here to do disinfo for fucking Chabad. He's a Lubavitcher. You know that scumbag Schneerson that the Lubavitchers worship as the Messiah, these scum? He was a fucking piece of shit. And that's the faction that killed Yitzhak Rabin. Like how the IRA has Sinn Féin, right? Although the IRA, you could argue, hey, they had reasons to be blowing shit up. You could argue if you wanted, if you're Irish. I'm sure you do want to argue that. Whereas this is Haggadah and Ergun and all those gangs. That's their political face. So Ben Gavir, that fuck, and all those people that control Bilbo, not a Jew, that's what they were. And what Chabad does, in case you're wondering why the 10 Commandments were a thing in the 90s, that's because the Schneerson cult was pushing Judeo-Christian values, which are not a thing. There's Abrahamic values. The reason they made up Judeo-Christian was to exclude the Muzzies. That's why they did that. They even did a apartheid of the term Abrahamic values, and what Islamophobia, anything with phobia on it, I think is a term for idiots to use. It makes no fucking sense. But Islamophobia isn't, because anti-Semitism should cover Arabs. It's a language grouping. It's not genetic. It's nothing to do with your genetics. And by the way, the genetics are the people that are from there, so they should count as Semites because they are. But they've even been excluded from the word that covers them. So that's why they had to make up Islamophobia, like a 2-state solution of boohoo words. Okay, wait. What a fucking joke, dude. Okay, Caitlin Tiffany. Oh my goodness, a staff writer at the Atlantic. When you put Atlantic in something, you know it's going to be quality, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, those guys have been talking about transhumanism for like the last 14 years. I don't know who's running that thing, but they're preparing us for the worst, I guess.
Wait, why don't we look at her? I don't see her saying nothing about these drops from Epstein. Oh, no word from her. Caitlin.
I mean,
Caitlin Tiffany hasn't had shit to say for a little bit.
I almost feel bad making fun of these people because they make so little money and they're complete losers typically.
No, they're not. They're rich kids. Why do you think they could afford to do that? Do you understand how journalism works? You don't need to go to school for journalism. That was never a thing. But they want to make it a thing. That's been the plan for a while. Rule by experts. It's in Tragedy and Hope. The plan is for rule by experts. So people go, well, he's not a real journalist. Journalism is when you just do journalism. That's a journalist. Much like a stand-up. When you see your stand-ups, like, you'll never be hey, Steve-O, you'll never be a real stand-up. Yeah, he is. He probably sells tickets. What the fuck are you talking about? Did you think that you were some kind of elevated fucking thing? You're one notch above a pro wrestler, but you're below a porn star and a magician. That's a fact.
Way below. I mean, Michael Tracy, by the way, his whole thing too he's been talking about the satanic panic, and none of this was real, and it was a moral panic. Yeah,
so he likes teen girl. My girl's like, he's into teen chicks because she looked at him. That's what she assumed. I've met him in person. He's a little oily Danny DeVito of a man, and it's so disingenuous. It's like he's probably going for those clip bounties that is it Nick Sorter that exposed that clip house bounties. They put up we want this phrase said. What it was just teen girls, and they repeat the phrase and you get a bounty from it, but you're not getting paid like you're an asset. You have to work for it. It's like Squid Games. So all these like Ian Childs Mong and in Childs Mong in fucking Malaysia, wherever the fuck he is, sucking up to Elon with his fake post. You know that cocksucker?
Oh, Ian Miles Strong. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
goes for those. That's why when they got rid of the feature, you notice, where you could see what country was tweeting what from where. They got rid of that, right?
I tried to do it the other day and I couldn't see where someone was from because
Yeah,
I was
they
for
got rid
sure
of
it was India. I couldn't find out.
They got rid of it because someone, Elon's handler, he has a Mormon guy who's his right-hand man. That's his sperm handler, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why he would have a Mormon that close to him from the Mormon fucking mafia, but when you hear Mormon mafia, what that means is left-hand path of God Mormonism. A lot of Mormons probably don't know that's even a thing. And that's because you're in the stupid cattle part of it. You're probably real nice and you don't drink coffee, so your meat's extra better than mine. Right? Good breeding stock and feeding. You go in that fucked up temple with your magic fucking underpants, and then a entity gets attached to you like the cow you are.
Super
Sorry,
glam.
some of my best friends. And then your elder, Elder Munson and fucking Gordon B. Hinckley. Gordon B. Hinckley was a fuck. It's already well known, but read J.R. Sweet's book because J.R. Sweet's from a real good Mormon family. They put him in Monarch, and the stuff he describes is a lot worse than that George H.W. Bush yacht with baby eating. It's actually way more intense.
Is it all just family grape? I was graped by my family. They were graped by their family.
A massive ritual inside. I tried to bring it up with Giorgiani, but he didn't want to talk about it. But he didn't say no, but I could tell you he wasn't even talking about it because I think he's a little too sympathetic to that left-hand path shit myself. I don't think he is that. He looks like he's a guy who's very independent, and because they stitched him up as being an alt-right founder.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he got used, and he probably got used by someone close to him. He hangs out with a lot of Ukrainians, and let's face it, they're not, I like them, but I wouldn't trust none of them.
For sure.
I wouldn't, when somebody goes, hey, you should take a trip to Israel. I was talking to Alex Stein and that chick that when he hosted for Tim Pool, and he yelled at that fucking Zionist fucking operative, and that bitch was winding him up on purpose so he could look bad for yelling. He was also yelling at the other guy, but they made it look like he's yelling at her. But she should be yelled at. She's a dumb bitch. She was like, why would Epstein wear a shirt that says Mossad? You think he'd be dumb enough to do that? No, you fucking yenta bitch. I think he'd be arrogant enough to do that because he has blackmail on all our leaders. And he can afford, works for a shitbomb government that sent you and is paying off Tim Pool so I can look at your dingbat yenta face. I would have fucked her, I'll be honest. I'm way into fucking Bible. Yo,
Kurp?
You know I'm into Bible pussy, brother. Nobody can say I'm not.
Kurp puts on the hat.
Yo, when
and
Kurp
shows up. He goes, "Where's the Diddy altar?"
Kurp's
I'm
been
here.
up with some curly ass Bible pussy. I assure you of that.
Walking into the Diddy party with that hat and the pipe,
I ain't
and rubbing
racist.
your hands together like this.
No, yeah, hand me some of them. I'll labor for 7 years to marry the sister or some Bible shit. Ain't nothing against Jews. If anybody says bad shit about Jews, I trash them because I don't care about your religion. You be whatever religion you want. This is about politics. And the politics is run by one God, and it ain't none of the ones you think. Well, not you, but all these people. The God of the world is not your God that you think is good. That's why they mix it up with Gnosticism, and they go, "Oh, the archons, and the one you think is God is not God." They are absolutely right, Gnostics, saying that. They're leaving out the part that it's the God they made for you that's fake. You understand? The Masons architected false gods for you. That's what the Masons. You know where the Masons came from?
No.
Herod Agrippa.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. 43 AD, Herod Agrippa. It's in a book called Dissipation of the Darkness. Came out in 1825. It says the author's dead right in the book. So I don't know if the guy, when he was from one of them converso families, and he wrote a book. And this is when the height of everybody anti-Mason. The first third party in America is called the Anti-Mason Party. We've been here before. We've been right here before. Okay, but nobody remembers shit. So this guy explained that Herod Agrippa, because Christianity took off so much, and I think it was just populism. I keep saying this to people, like, don't forget your religious feelings. It's populism. you see how Lev didn't like how the Fringe is suddenly coming up? Did you hear that? And when he was talking to me, he goes, yeah, but it's more popular to say the establishment sucks. Yes, because it's true, Lev. So you're acting like the truth doesn't matter. And what matters is my effect on people's loosh, whatever the fuck. I don't say that word. Loosh, oh, you mean what? They're fucking the shit that the elites harvest out of kids' bodies? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. That Monroe Institute shit. He worked for the government. He's a fuck. Fuck him. Okay. I'm not saying loosh. You know what loosh is? It's people that are like internet trolls, or like if you have a fucking who's that guy who puts a lot of work into editing and was attacking Duncan for a while. I forget his dumb name. But that's loosh harvesting, trying to like troll someone to respond to you. And
oh
so
yeah, I mean,
if I expend the energy and I don't get a return, then I've lost energy.
Yeah, that's Fuentes' whole thing with the Epstein thing right now. Like, we're just doing it to piss you off. That's the whole point.
Yeah, well, he has never ever been good. I don't know why anyone is fooled by him at all. It's still a mystery to me to this day. God bless Kiwi Farms doing the good work on a lot of shit, especially with this. The guy from Kiwi Farms on the first episode with Duncan.
Someone said, someone tweeted, I retweeted, it was pretty funny. They said, when Fuentes dies, they'll hang a special portrait of him in the halls in Langley. They'll put a big one up of him.
Or probably whatever Jesuit order fucked his ass and made him in a fucking test tube. He's an abomination. Yo, that motherfucker better hope that they never have a tradcath awakening, because just his weirdo looking hand claws alone is a sign of a witch, and he'll be burning on a bundle of sticks, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of bundles of sticks around that dude.
But the thing is like, if you listen to the, like, you know, Palantir, they don't need Epstein anymore, like Whitney Webb said, because they have Palantir now. And Epstein actually introduced Palantir to was it to Thiel, or I can't remember who. But
Epstein's not that bright, by the way. He's not impressive at all to hear him speak. There's nothing he's saying. I would put him on par with Nick Fuentes in terms of how impressing it is. I'll give it to Nick. Nick's actually probably better. Epstein just sounds like Woody Allen saying midwit shit to me. I never heard him say anything I thought was interesting.
Supposedly he's a math savant. I haven't found any evidence of that.
Yeah, no, he's a plant. He's there to in the interview with Bannon, in the first 4 minutes, he lays it all out. No one's going to mention this, but it's a big deal. David Rockefeller, the guy who owned Anarchy Lucas, David Rockefeller, the real bad Satan one of the Rockefellers, and Henry Kissinger, one of the biggest pieces of shit, somehow a Jew and a Nazi. It turns out there's a lot of that. Okay? That Henry Kissinger, and all of them were friends of Henry Kissinger. All the celebrities, all the politicians were all, he's very respected. Yeah, because he's a devil. That's why, you fucking assholes. Well, fuck all your work you've done if you work and go. I want you to know what a piece of shit. You've done nothing but the devil's work. You start snitching, start violating your dirty blood oath to Satan, motherfuckers, because that's the only way out. If you're not going to do it, we're never getting out of this. Stop believing in your fucking government. Stop being in a Mithraic system of initiation where you show you're cool and they let you know a little bit more.
That's a damn
Abrams,
when you
story fucking mystery box shit.
When you look into like the weapons of war that, you know, killed all the Jews in the Holocaust and killed people, like there's a Jewish chemist.
The Rockefellers are behind the Nazis. They're behind the Lenin, Marxists, the Soviets. I always know when someone is either lying or they just don't know shit when they start going on about Soviet communism. And you either have an agenda, or more likely, there's very few people at the top to even like purposely like put that out there. Everybody's so brainwashed with nonsense. Wall Street made all the things. It's gain of function research. They want to know how to control you the best. And that's why we're going to have Chinese communism here. We're not as good. It won't be as good as China, but we're having China surveillance, and we already have Chinese organ theft. We already have that. Don't say that. Don't be mad at the China man. Trump let all these H-1Bs in from China. He let them all in. Remember? So he betrayed you, you stupid fucks. He betrayed you because your government always planned to betray you. You're a fool if you're still loyal. You are a fucking fool if you still believe in it.
I know.
Or you're mind controlled. And this is a more mind controlled country than North Korea. Okay, North Korea doesn't even have the tech to mind control the way we do. We're way better at it.
The people that are still all in are like, I mean, is Ian Miles Chong, that worm? Is he even on his side? Like, I know Cat Turd is.
He's after money. There's most of the people are just after money. That's how this
Tom McDonald
and this scumbag and all their friends set up the system so that you have to you know how the Squid Games was so popular that Mr. Beast is doing it on fucking Netflix. Like, oh, notice how nothing happened with Mr. Beast with any of that controversy, didn't you? You saw that, didn't you?
What was the Mr. Beast stuff again?
Oh, the lolly shit with his weird trans friend and Rockefeller, paid for
Right.
by Rockefellers. The Rockefellers, not Jewish, by the way, are they? No, but they're scioned into the thing. And the Rockefellers are scum. And I've known they were scum. Get this. From back when I wrote for Marin at the Chevy Chase roast, when it was still the Friars Club roast, the year before the Rob Reiner one with all the pedo jokes at him. And I'm getting, there's an intermission, I'm going to get something to drink, and there's this guy in like an all white, nice suit. I don't know. He had a foreign accent. He goes, fucking Rockefeller scum. You don't know what fucking scum these Rockefellers are. And no, I didn't. I was like, oh shit, that sounds like some personal shit. I don't know. I'm just here. So I wrote some jokes and but yeah, no, they're the scum of the earth.
Why do
Their
these
family's
actors?
scum.
Why did these actors all grape their families? By the way,
Well, if you get Rob Reiner's 1997 video about how to touch your kid properly, which thank God he made that because no one knew how to hold a baby before Rob fucking Reiner, right? Nobody knew.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you don't know about that?
No.
Yeah, yeah. That's the most suspicious thing of all, besides the mouth kisses with dad. The most suspicious thing is that because he states clearly, he doesn't tell you to molest anyone. I'm not saying that at all. He just really stresses the first 3 months are the most important and will program your child the rest of their life. I don't know if he says program, but he says it like that, like it will program them. So if you read between the lines, see, let's look at Mormonism. There's something for the chump class, and there's something for the people with the eyes to see in it. It's for magicians. It's cover for a coven. That's what Mormonism is. That's why their temple has Freemason shit on it and not crosses and shit. Not that I think crosses. Hey, Pentecostals, you worship the devil too, motherfuckers. Fuck you. But I'm just to pick on the Mormons for a minute. It's set up by a magician on purpose so that there's two levels of sight. How the Simpsons, stupid people and smart people used to both like the Simpsons. It had something for everybody. Get it? So what I think that video is if you're in one of these families that does this, and it's a lot of them in Hollywood, this is special instructions that the uninitiated don't understand. Or those disgusting VTubers that like to talk about kani, which is a crab or something in Japanese, but they're trying to say a word for an underage child's vagina, and they're trying to be cute about it. Okay, I saw this is why Kiwi Farms does fucking great work of cataloging these scum. That's why they get attacked a lot. I'm sure there are waitress on it too. I bet some of them are even waitress. I don't give a fuck. I want the info, and I don't want to get gaslit because believe it or not, the stuff these fucking like Kiwi Farms nerds look at is it goes all the way up. I don't even think I could convince the guy that runs it how big of a deal it is. I think he doesn't believe me, but I'm right. It don't matter. As long as they keep doing what he's doing, good for him. That shit is connected. And so he was the one that was talking about how if you say, hey, you guys are pedos doing a thing, they'll gaslight you. Oh, shut up. Oh, look at you, paranoid, satanic. It's the same tricks every time, dude, for everybody. They gaslight you.
Yeah, you got called a conspiracy theorist. Like on the...
Yeah, no, and I'm still unclear as to why that's a problem. Why is that a problem?
I don't know. I thought that was a good thing.
No, people say it like it's bad, but why is it bad? Why aren't you? My question is, why aren't you? Why would you be? Especially right now, dude. There's people that don't have no more questions about none of this. Right? They don't got no. They want to talk about some dumbass shit that, I mean, it's almost hard for me to choke back the vomit at the things people are interested in that I talk to.
Yeah, I mean, as big as you think the Epstein files are, there's probably a 200 to 300 times the amount of interest in football games this weekend.
Yeah, wow, what a dumbass you are if you still like that. It's fixed, assholes. Sports are fixed. You think they would, much like the vote. You don't have any democracy, and all the things are fixed down to the relationships of the players, because many of them are still slaves. Do you know Senator Robert Byrd used to brag he owned Larry Bird? And that was one of the jokes. You know, I own Larry Bird. My name's Bird. Yeah. It's in Kathy O'Brien's book. Kathy O'Brien, bless her heart, still thinks Trump is going to bring it down from the inside. Well, I hope she's right and I'm wrong.
I hope she's right too. I mean, I don't know, man.
The boomer victims of mind control are different just than the ones my age and down. So Gen X and the fucking Zoomer, whatever, all those ones, they don't have faith in Trump like that at all. And nor should they.
Sorry, they're roofing on top of my house right now, so I'm trying to put the noise gate up enough that I can talk and you can't hear the hammers. They're trying to come in through the ceiling right now, Kurp.
Yeah.
They're trying to descend on me right now. I went to the SoFi Arena to see a football game this season. Our ad lady got us tickets, and we went. And every 15 seconds, there's a big screen in front of us, and it flashes Anderl, 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 Anderl. You know the
Wait,
part
what?
for Lucky?
Yeah,
You know
why
that-
was it doing that? That's a hypnotic trick. What is it? Are you at the Zoolander convention? What the fuck is that?
It would flash in between. Everybody would go, "Yeah!" and it would flash Anderl, Anderl, Anderl,
What
Anderl.
was this?
At a football game, I was at the Dodgers, or not Dodgers, Chargers. It was Chargers
No,
and.
Dude, this is like.
I
You know
couldn't
what's funny
believe
is,
what
like,
I
I
was
already-
seeing, Kurt. It was like a full hypnotization of like,
Yeah,
like if it
don't
was
worry about
open
the
and they
chip
had-
in your head, guys. The chip in your head, you don't got to worry about. They don't need a chip. They were
They have-
doing the chips in the 90s, so don't worry about that.
all these games, there's fighter jets flying over. What does the Air Force have
Because
to do
it's
with
a
any of this?
Masonic ritual. It's in baseball that they're doing the sigil of the compass, but it's all the same thing. It's why human head basketball is just basketball now. That goes back a long way. It's social cohesion. It's just programming, social programming. And if that football's not your thing, buddy, guess what? I'll make some Star Wars for you.
It's just so
You know?
I know, right? I know. So you can be an elder millennial that just collects Funko Pops.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not a fucking. I'm sure that just naturally happened because we're all bad, and not because there's been a conspiracy against you the whole time. I'm sure it's just that black people are bad and stupid, and I'm sure just the Jews are bad, and the white people, and just women are bad, and I'm sure the Muslims. It's because the and if you can make that one group go away, then it will. No, assholes, you're all cattle. There's only food and not food. And it don't go by your skin color or your hair. All the shit you think, especially people that are nationalists. Like, I really want to talk to that fucking, Lotus operators, Sargon of Akkad. Because he made a great point one time.
Yeah, the guy who got kicked off Patreon for.
I know. Look, whatever. I don't care about all the bullshit of like rivalries with people or whatever. But one point he made that I think about a lot is he goes, I never understood why people have to try to shoot the president. Like, he's only there for 4 years or 8 years. Why would you?
That's a good point.
He wasn't even like, it wasn't a slam on America. It was just a valid point. Yeah, you wouldn't have to. No one would have to. And I don't think anyone ever has on their own. I think only rich people doing these tricks get, just like if you're in prison in Oz, remember the guy had a gun, but you can't shoot a gun in prison. So you have to give it to another guy, right? He had to do an RFK assassination using a French guy who was getting picked on because he was smart enough to know he can't pull the trigger. It's a real simple concept. I don't think a single person who shot at a president just did that on their own because they wanted to impress Jodie Foster, or I don't believe any of that. They do hypnotic induction. This is old shit. It's been around forever. They've done it to your whole life, by the way. Why do you think it's far-fetched? So these files dropped, right? And they're going to mount their cover-up because they're going to mount to nothing. Legally anyway, and most of the people are going to go watch fucking football, whatever. I'm sorry to pick on football. I'm really like, I don't know why I'm harping on that. I don't like.
You should be picking on golf. That's where they're burying all these girls at 19th hole, Trump National.
Is that right?
That said, reportedly Trump, warned a girl that he would turn her into fucking fertilizer like all the others if she didn't keep her mouth shut. This is an FBI tip. This is an FBI report.
Well, maybe that's
up.
one of the tips. Well, maybe he was just threatening her, and they weren't going to do that. Maybe he just threatened her.
Maybe he was all bark, no bite.
The account on Twitter, the kids can't save themselves, always find some good shit. And oh wait, did I send you this one? Hold on, I'm gonna send you a really good one, dude. Because guess what? Okay, dude, I should have done this one first. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This is from Red Panda Koala. My bad, Red Panda Koala. I'm giving it to Ben and Mark. And this is, and when I got this fucking thing sent to me from the files, I was just in the middle of telling somebody about it, and all of a sudden it pops up in the files.
This is the FBI report, Kurt. You want me to share it real quick?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here we go. Sharing. So it's delayed on my end when I share the screen. Hold on. Right here. Okay, tell me if that's coming up. Yep, there it is. You see that, Kurp?
It's hard for me to read. You read it, so I can't. It's like too small.
So Trump funded underage sex parties at the Donald Trump golf course, and allegedly a young girl was strangled and buried at the golf course's 19th hole. This is an FBI report from 2021. Was recently interviewed by an FBI agent. Is redacted. However, he felt triggered as a victim and did not report all the information. Had recordings of Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell discussing marketing strategies for high-profile sex parties at the Donald Trump golf course. However, mailed the recordings to a lawyer in the Cayman Islands. Blank was part of the Sinaloa cartel and worked closely with Epstein and Maxwell. However, he was able to walk away from the cartel due to his status with Epstein and Maxwell. In the recordings, Trump stated he was aware of the underage sex parties and charged the house money of the golf course to fund the sex parties. Blank witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl during a sex party.
Oh, yeah, that one I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too bad that all the comics that do Robin Leach impressions were. My girl didn't know who Robin Leach was. Like, almost nobody remembers who Robin Leach is for some reason. But he's the guy. The lifestyles of the rich and famous. I mean, think of the sketches you could make now with this file.
Yeah, just.
And if he was still relevant, but like that was the show, the original show where you gawk at the lifestyles of rich people who are grabbing your kids and strangling them at parties. You fucking idiots. Dude, how many people you know that like to look at rich people shit? Just like look at their stuff.
Sure.
Or just want to talk. You know, I understand why there's all these podcast hate things. Like I mean, fucking they go after Bert nonsense. I love Bert. I don't have nothing against Bert, and I always want to be okay. And I know him a long time.
I took my thing off the screen. You can't see it, right?
No, people fucking. If you talk about your new watch and your web, people don't want to hear that shit right now, dude. They don't want to hear it. You know, it sets them off. They don't want to hear how it's their fault they're poor. People.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
taunt, explain that. Not that
Bert,
maybe he said that. I don't know, but just flaunting your wealth as a thing is like old money knows not to do that anyway. But the dollar's about to collapse, and they're taking all the power for AI fucking power. It's insane what they're doing, and they're doing an ice pageant with mass guards that go to fucking Israel to get trained. Now so they send Mexicans on an Israel exchange program so they can go catch fatter Mexicans, I guess. Fucking funny as shit, dude. Tel Aviv has an ICE office. Why would Tel Aviv have an ICE office? That doesn't make any sense, does it?
I saw the Department of Homeland Security's Twitter account was founded in Israel, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
It's an account created in Tel Aviv.
Why shouldn't our best friends handle all our security for us?
I think it might have said Jerusalem or something.
Oh,
they probably founded it right on the fucking
the capital of the Noahide techno state. Do you know what a Noahide is, right?
No. Oh, you told me about this yesterday on the phone.
It's like a dhimmi from Muslims. So they don't want you Chabad because they're fucking racist. At the end of the day, they don't want you converting to Judaism, but they want you to obey certain Noah laws. That this is not from the Bible. This is from the
why don't they?
Talmud.
But they have the Ten Commandments. Why do they need this? Do not commit murder. Do not. By the way, they break all these.
It's not, no. Torah's not for you. You're gonna just obey them. Be an obedient fucking goy, and Noahide. So when you hear about a Christian saying Shabbat Shalom, they're not a Christian. They're a fucking Noahide. And I just read a fucking article praising this. This came out in the 90s. This is the Schneerson movement. This is Intel shit. So it's all to infiltrate religions and fucking make them how you want them.
I know Erica Kirk told a story that she said every time Charlie Kirk came home, he would say like Shabbat Shalom or something.
That's Noahide bullshit. You don't have to keep the Sabbath. Unless you're Jewish, but Christians don't have to do that. Christians don't have to memorize the 10 fucking commandments neither. That's Hebrew scriptures. I'm not saying Old Testament. People say Old Testament. It's the Hebrew scriptures. So I'm not insulting them. But that Jesus is the fulfillment of the law, so you don't have to do that shit. He gave you 2 commandments: love God above all, everyone else, and love your neighbor as yourself, which covers those. You don't have to keep Sabbath, so you don't have to tithe. That's the thing that they do in fake churches that aren't really Christian. Tithing? No, you don't have to do that. You give what you want. It's supposed to be voluntary, free choice. It's not a fucking organization above you. It's not an authority. God's your authority, and you're supposed to be respectful. No, you're not supposed to be out hurting people or causing a riot. See, they want you to riot. That's why they're making you mad with things every day, because they want violence. That gives them more control. If you stop doing violence, they're going to start doing it to you probably, because they need to rile it up. That's what they did in Iran. They sent. By the way, idiots, I already know the story of Iran. They're trying to tell me this. And there's people who don't know. People who I like are like, no, Iran, the Ayatollah. First of all, America installed the Ayatollah. America did that. The Trilateral Commission. Zbigniew Brzezinski. Jeffrey Epstein is on the Trilateral Commission. Wouldn't you know it? And the Rockefellers, they thought they could make more money somehow putting the Ayatollah in. So that's why so that's America's fault. The end. That's America's fault. The first one is Britain's fault. Okay, and Israel's fault. Of course, Israel's always involved. But
Sure.
now that these fucking humps want to do this Greater Israel project, and we have a Greater America project, that's what the Greenland thing is. That's why IDF people are moving to Argentina and burning down land. That's when Malay changed that law so you can, if something burns down, you just buy it for some reason. That's why they're over there doing that. That's on the map that Epstein's Nazi grandpa made. But why are Jews and Nazis working together? How could Ukraine have Nazis if Zelensky is a Jew? I don't know what a beard is. I'm going to sit here and pretend I don't know what beards are. Fucking assholes. So that's the plan, and it's well on its way. And this is just a little bit of fun we're having on here, but there ain't nothing. There is no political anything going to happen. And you could make it end tomorrow by not being a liar for business reasons. Every single person could just stop being a liar for business reasons. Stop going along to get along and telling me people are nice that are doing foul shit. You know? And then having the nerve to complain about Louis, who I supported back then, and I back him fucking now. And I'm so proud to do it if it upsets you. He asked permission to jerk off and the bitch said yes. Are you stupid? That's on her. Just called not coercion, or the opposite. Like, what, is everybody an idiot? And you're going to turn a blind. Jay-Z and Beyonce fled the country. How many white feminists love fucking Beyonce? That bitch ate a baby too, I bet. Yo, I knew Jay-Z was no good this whole time. I've been blathering about it. I've been following the Diddy thing. I had big homie CC on who was talking about these people. Oh, by the way, just for all the comments, people go, hey, his name, the letters add up to 33. Or, hey, that guy's a glowy or something. I don't care if you're glowy. If I pick up on it, I'm gonna. Don't worry about it. I'll find out if you're glowy. You don't need to worry. Again, it's not about who you're friends with. I'm friends with lots of glowies. I'm sure of it. How could I not be? I'm in the Epstein files. People I know invite Jeffrey Epstein on his birthday to come see me. So anybody who's connected to anything is connected to it. I don't, it doesn't mean you know how or something, but I don't care. There's a lot of people whose dads were bad people and their mommy, and for shit to come out, you're going to have to get over your lineage obsession, Ben. Now I'm speaking to you. You know how you're
I'm obsessed with being bloodborne. I'm obsessed with
bloodline. Like when all these like trad fucking fairies that aren't even. By the way, stop being a fucking gay guy pretending to be a Catholic. How long is that going to go on? Going back to William F. Buckley, that old queen. Remember William F. Buckley, the Catholic conservative Momo that fucking and all these people. I try to warn Gavin McGinnis about Nick, right? I go, by the way, he's obviously gay. He's like, prove it. Oh, all right, he's not, Gavin. All right, have fun with him.
I mean, there's no videos of him getting sucked off, but I've seen things where apparently he's a cum hunter.
He got sucked up by Destiny on that tape. I believe that 100%. Yes, I do. And you know why? Because Michael Brooks had the tape before he didn't put it in his book. He sat on it. I found that out from somebody who knows Michael Brooks is dead now. I guess he didn't. I don't know what he died of. Somebody's like, he didn't work for Young Turks. I know I seen him on Young Turks. I mean, I don't know who works for them. I think you're a freelancer, so Cenk don't have to give you health care, I'm guessing. But anyway, yeah, no, that motherfucker didn't put that Nick is a homo in his book about the alt-right, how scary the alt-right is. Why do you think he did that? Well, he'd probably tell you, my guess, if he were alive. He's not here to defend himself, so that's why I'm attacking him.
Do you know the cum hunter thing?
Yes, of course. Of course, I'm a cum hunter. You know that.
He had the black light. He was looking for his friend's cum in the carpet after his friend moved out.
Kino Casino. Oh, Kino Casino fucking mapped out this asshole.
Yeah.
Very well. The fucking Kino. Fine work by Kino.
You've seen everything, Kurt. You've seen literally everything.
Well, not the whole full Epstein files, but I lived them. So, look, hey, what's that? Chomsky? I know he doesn't. Ben's not one of us.
By the way, someone was pointing out the lack of diversity in the Epstein files. That was an actual complaint someone had on X. I will say there.
I wish it was something other than Talmudic Kabbalist Jews as well, but it's uncomfortable for me. So yeah, I wish I would have liked some more Arabs than there were.
I've been surfing through the files, and like I find some of the like most Jewish stuff. Like when Epstein was on house arrest, his friend emailed him and said, his friend who lives in the Hamptons says, "Hey, I'm flying to Israel to pray for you right now, but if you're able to leave the house," so like indicating he's on house arrest. He goes, "If you're able to leave the house, you got to go see A Serious Man in theaters right now. It's a fantastic film." So he's
Mhm.
basically like, "I'm flying to Israel to pray for you. If you can, take your ankle monitor off, you need to go see you
Mhm.
need to go see A
And he
Serious
did,
Man
and
right
he
now."
was able to. He was certainly able to take his monitor off. His interview with Bannon, he plays up how he's like locked up and how bad it is. But the guy could come and go, so that's all bullshit. Oh, he was Intel. That guy Acosta was told he was owned by Intel, wasn't he? And people acted like you can't just say that. Well, I just said it the whole time, and I was right. Fuck you. Yeah, look, Jew. There's not a thing called the Jews. There's a lot of different sects and following. Okay,
For sure. Yeah, I
so
mean, living out here, I'm very well aware of that. I have
well,
Israeli
because
neighbors, I have
people,
Jewish friends. They're very different.
like I said, I grew up on the East Coast. Okay, which is like everybody's just Guido people at the end of the day. Where I grew up, the Jews and the Italians and the Polish and Irish, they just form a thing called Guido people. People from a place where eyebrow threading is done at the end of the day, where I'm from. But some people, Jews are like a cryptid of some kind to them. They've never seen it. They're like, they have wacky ideas.
Yeah.
They always think I'm Jewish.
They're like
Always.
changelings to some
Dude,
people.
I get so many anti-Semitic attacks, and I don't like what. All right, I got okay. Well, you got me good, I guess. I feel like I'm like. In fact, I really appreciate that I get insulted, anti-Semitic with people. Shut up, you're a Jew. I appreciate it.
Well, Kurt, I will say you could be one of the lost tribes. We're not sure.
I probably am.
The tribe of Kurp.
You think shaman powers come to you because you're not from some kind of lost tribe? It's statistically impossible for me, Kurp, to have guessed. Yeah. All right, I gotta go do Jimmy's show. But
oh shit. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. When are you coming into Texas, dude?
I'm coming again. We're trying to set up a live limit party show in like April or May. I'm trying to get one at Creek in the Cave because I was there. I just missed you. I did Matt's pod and
town,
yeah.
All right, let me
missed
read the
you,
rest of
though.
these chats real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. We want Jeff Dye. Oh, what do you have like beef with Jeff Dye? What's your deal with Jeff Dye?
Oh, Jeff?
Somebody said we want Jeff Dye. Sorry, it wouldn't let me say his last name. It won't let you say the name D-Y-E?
Well, you say that. Well, if you spell it D-I-E, sure.
No. Oh yeah, everybody went after Jeff Dye. What did he do that everybody's mad at him for?
He keeps attacking people on his podcast and on his ex and
Like who?
stuff. He
Who's he
attacks Steph Taleb, Ron Funches.
I'd like to
he's
attack Steph
constantly
Taleb
taking
right
shots
now,
at
actually.
people.
I'm
Huh?
gonna attack Steph right now because I think it's grimy as fuck what she did. I meant to text Santino, I forgot. When she said that shit about Joe said she had to get out of the green room. And which, by the way, show me your papers, Canadian, and we'll see if you belong in the green room, number one. Number two, then she goes, then Justin Martindale went in, some guys making homophobic jokes. You know who it was? It was fucking what's his name? Holtzman, who she worked with at the Comedy Store, as did I.
The older guy with the mustache. Brian Holtzman.
So some guy, and Santino knows Holtzman, and they all know Holtzman. So she was doing that on purpose. And there's some kind of homophobia right wing in there. So yeah, no, fuck Steph for that. That's pretty fucking fucked up, Steph. That's pretty grimy shit. And if you're being fake woke still, by the way, fuck you. Every comic that's still fake woke. Are you a moron? Get the fuck out. Go to Canada.
So wait, she got kicked out for doing what exactly? I don't know.
Maybe she was asked to leave the green room. I couldn't give less of a shit about that. The thing that I find grimy as fuck is to pretend that there was some homophobic comedian, one of these dude bro podcast guys up there making gay. No, it's Holtzman from LA that you had no problem working with at the Comedy Store and have never once complained. Neither has Justin. You didn't tell Santino that? That seems like you left that out on purpose to me. That's what it sounds like to me. So good for Jeff. What else did he do wrong?
I mean, other than that, I mean, he started a GoFundMe because he said he needed to move to Texas, and then he took it down and said it was a joke. So everybody's been, I don't know, people are clowning on him.
I'm sending him a GoFundMe to move Jeff Dye to Texas right now. I don't understand what the people are mad about. I don't get it. But Steph Tolev, that's grimy as fuck to leave out that it was Holtzman. I find that really low, and I know
because he's an LA comic.
So you try to make it like there's this dude bro scene of anti-gay. Austin's gay as shit, by the way. There's anti-gay sentiment at the thing. Tony's here, you liar.
I had a
Anti-gay.
fun
Shut
time
up.
in Austin. I had a fun time at the mothership. I was there like 2-3
No,
weeks ago. Good
maybe he
time.
did say, and I have no idea if Joe said she has to leave the green room. I don't know. Maybe he did. It's well within his rights to. We don't know if you don't know you, but I don't know if that's true or not. I have to question it now because of the dishonesty of pretending like some random dude bro was being anti-gay in the room, and it's somebody you've worked with. You had no problem with the things he says. In fact, nobody in LA had a problem with Holtzman at the store. So now you're going to pretend it's some right wing shit because you're on a podcast with people who all know Holtzman. If you said it was Holtzman, they'd have gone, "Oh, well, that's Holtzman." But you said it. You didn't say it on purpose, didn't you? So that's creepy, and I think that's political, and it's some. I actually like Justin Martindale quite a lot. I always have a good time talking to him, but he's a silly like girl kind of his politics. He doesn't know anything. He's got great hair though, and he's a fun guy. But he knows nothing about politics, and he's going to have every Lisa Traeger emotion about them.
Lisa Traeger. I haven't thought about her in a long time. God.
The only reason I have thought about her because when the No Kings March happened,
Yeah.
with all these dipshits.
Yeah.
If you went on the No Kings March, boy, you are dumb as hell, aren't you? What does that mean? What does that even mean, you idiot? But I was just thinking about how Lisa Traeger, who I don't know if she went to that march. She might not be faking that she's an activist anymore now. But if she did, I know for a fact she stayed up late to watch the royal wedding of Prince William and fucking Kate Squarehead, fuckface, lizard face. Like you stayed up to watch the royal wedding, bitch, and there's a bunch more of her that went to a No Kings protest if she didn't. That all they're all royal watchers because they love gay opulence and money and gay and money all the time. And I love they all love that shit. And then they don't read and they don't know anything. They get their fucking news from nothing better than Joe Rogan, who is not a news source. Nothing better than him. Hey, Joe's the one that said, "Don't get your boosters, asshole." He was right, not you. Hey, Marin, did you get your booster? I hope not, because that's poison.
Why do the COVID people still say like it doesn't prevent transmission or do anything, but you still should get it? I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one.
Because mind control is real, and we're in MK retard, the mass rollout. It should be clear to you when we spent 12 years arguing if women have peepees or wee-wees. That's how we know that shit's real. Mass mind control. They can bounce shit off the ionosphere. That's what HARP does. Oh, chemtrails were real. The thing that I made fun of people for, that was real. They call it geoengineering now. And that's why we had an ice storm here in Texas. Yeah, Biden signed climate change as a national security issue. So you know what happens when he does that? It means they're allowed to do any wackadoo experiment they want. So when you see online, hey, there's 4 moons in the sky, what gives? They're probably just doing some geoengineering, and you're seeing the light refract from them engineering the Earth to be cooler, even though climate change was fake the whole fucking time. It's been fake the whole time. It was never legitimate. It's been fake. My boyhood cult predicted the end of the world once, and it was embarrassing. Maybe twice. I'm not going to count the early one. Once. Okay? Science has predicted the end of the world 20 times. Bill Maher, I've personally watched predict the end of the world because of the coral reefs and the ice cap. And the ice caps are growing back, and the coral reefs grew back, and we have more rainforest than we've ever had.
So if we could put more, I just see Melinda, running her mouth on podcasts right now saying Bill Gates needs to talk about this, and I'm like,
you need to talk about it, bitch, you lying bitch. Fuck her.
The dead man switch, though, is like an Ebola 2.0 that Bill's going to release. He's going to release the Kraken on all of us.
Why would that be his dead man switch? And where are you getting that from?
Oh,
that's Israel. First of all, what do you think he has a Samson option like Israel does?
I'm just joking.
No, well, Israel has that. They brag about. You know how I know? I wouldn't even guessed it. Israeli special. All these guys. Israel news is remarkably forthcoming. That's all I can say. The news in Israel compared to what you get, the goy slop you get here, they are remarkable, and that's why they trash rats. That's why they trash Phlegm Noise, the newspaper, the paper of record, because it's left wing. I don't care what is it, cooties? I want to know the information. Are they lying? Tell me the lie they're telling. They never want to do that. They want to make. That's a real easy mind control. Oh, you believe Candace Owens? Fucking what's his name? I love that dude. Worski, he's great, but he goes. He don't know. He's Canadian. How do they fucking know? He goes, you believe Candace Owens? I'm like, no. Candace believes me. I mean, not literally, but I knew this shit before she does a lot of times. She doesn't matter. I don't know her or have anything against her. She's telling the truth about all that shit, though. She's telling the truth. I can verify that because I know it's true.
All I'm referencing is Bill Gates said, I believe last week, he said civilization is 4 years away from entering a dark age. Something that resembles like Bill Gates said this about a week ago. He said we're about
because he fucking is blotting out the sun with fucking chemicals. So yes, literally, it's going to be Highlander 2. That is factual. Yes. Let's see.
These people love to tell you what they're going to do before they do it, and then we all act surprised. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Archangel says Bible code says BB getting slimed in July. Hey, can they speed that up a little bit there? Also, again, why would God hide a secret code in the Bible instead of just writing it? You know, this is what I don't get with codes and shit. Like, you think the creator of the universe is going to make a secret code that only a few people can crack? Why would that?
I don't know. Christ seems to speak in like dark riddles and sayings, and when he speaks directly with people, they don't really get it. I mean, so he just sort of gives up. I mean, he kind of thinks the people he's around are incredibly unintelligent. It seems. If you look at the text,
who's this?
Christ.
Christ? What'd you say?
Christ in the Bible, and the Jesus Christ in the Bible.
He thinks they're unintelligent.
Yeah, that's why he speaks in dark riddles and sayings, because he tries to kind of speak directly with. He can't tell anybody. He never says, "I'm the Son of God." He never says that. He goes, "Who do you say that I am?" They say he's the Son of God. He goes, all right.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I don't think I mean, I think people are stupid, and I don't talk nice like Jesus. That's what I'm saying. So I would say it's not out of think they're stupid. It's probably he's like, what do I need to do to make you understand? And he's willing to do it. Again, Christ sounds like a good guy. I don't behave like a Christian. I behave like a non-Christian. I think I would rather taunt people than forgive them, and we all could move on. Is that bad? I think it is. I think it's not good about me. Maybe Ben, pray for me that I will pray to give a shit about.
I don't know, Kurp. I was at the mothership with you like a year and a half ago, and you told me that Jesus is like it's like the footnote, like they have to honor it. If you're like, I believe in Christ, like that's the thing that it's like they have. Oh
yeah, for all these people, I mean, I can't stand hypocrites, dude. I just can't stand. Okay, wait, and I don't mean the regular amount of hypocrisy, like I don't know, your dad didn't want you to smoke weed and he smoked weed. I'm not talking about that, although that's pretty hypocritical. Dad, not my dad, but you know. But the shit where you tell me you're a Christian and then you like people getting blown up, you're a fucking liar. You're not a Christian. You're gonna get spit out. Every Putin is the worst. BS lib and BS conservative never have strong opinions again. Putin stated at the beginning this was a special military operation in rid Eastern Ukraine of pedophiles and Nazis. And oh look, both are there. That is true. But keep in mind, Chabad has infiltrated into Russia as well. I hope Putin's smart enough to see that. And I'm not so sure he's not in on. At the top, the leaders all hang out. At the tippy top, they all hang out at the tippy top. Just you have to die. So that's why I'm not for or against Putin or for or against any of these leaders, because I'm going to need to see that. I would assume they're part of the thing until they're proven innocent. That's how I would go about it, you know? But I understand when I hear people try to make me give a shit like Putin's worse than Hillary Clinton, which is insane, or worse than Trump, or worse than Obama. Putin is a better president than all the presidents of my lifetime and probably the ones before it, because he didn't flood his country with fucking illegals to drive down the wages on behalf of oligarchs. He took all the oligarchs and shook them down for the money they stole after the Soviet Union fell. That's why they hate him, because he stole money from oligarchs. And oh my God, when China put that one motherfucker, he just disappeared him, the guy from Alibaba.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then because he started opening his mouth about policy. And you could be a billionaire in China. You better fucking not run your mouth, motherfucker, and tell people how they're going to do whatever, because they'll fucking show. Don't make me love you, China. That's great they did that. That's great. That's what needs to happen to all the No one is a billionaire who didn't participate in this. I want you to understand that. You will not be permitted to become a billionaire by the other billionaires. Not because you're not talented and you're not have it what it takes. You're not going to get into the club. Remember how they said Trump isn't a billionaire? They made a big deal about it. You remember that? He's not a real billionaire. I remember this for years, dude. That's one of the chief complaints of all the rich people of showbiz I hang out with. That he's not a real billionaire. And I remember being like, well, I don't care. Suppose he got a 900,000 a year. Who gives a fuck? Why would I care about that? Because it matters to them. It's a club. It's a fucking club.
It's funny to think of him as an outsider, considering the money he has. But yeah.
Well, he was, but he's not an outsider to the class of
I know.
child eating lizard people.
Yeah.
He's an insider to that level, but he wasn't in that lane. He was in entertainment, but there's all spheres of influence. There's our entertainment and education, and there's the fucking, he's, you know, they all switch back and forth when it suits them. Why are so many fucking ex-politician people, news people now we accept that? That's crazy. All right, let's see.
Yeah, there really is too many. Yeah.
Looking at the Pizzagate Boy Love secret symbol triangle and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu logo, family who invented UFC. Just a fun thing. I think I kind of remember that, but you know, I'm sure other people have used a triangle, but who knows?
Yo,
I mean,
Podesta's on like a climate thing. I didn't know he was still around.
Podesta.
Were you talking about Pizzagate?
Yeah, but that symbol, the triangle, the
Yeah,
boy
yeah,
loves. I bet they have new symbols now, by the way, if they're smart. Let's see. Bible Code BB getting slimed. We'll see. Hey, if you're right, man. Archangel 4558. If the Archangel Jibrail is right. Okay. Did you see Nick Fuentes' coverage of the files? I have not. I was probably going to wait to watch either Mikey No More or Kino or whoever.
Flesh Simulator is doing a great job
Flesh
covering this
great.
stuff.
Guy's channel's great. I'd love to get Flesh Simulator on here. Guys does great work.
He's really good. Yeah.
Anyway, Nick Fuentes, you know, Liberty with 11 show with Levin. You know that guy?
No, I don't know him.
Michael Levin, the guy who said it's anti-Semitic to call someone a neocon.
What? It's anti-Semitic?
That's anti-Semitic. He's a high-pitched voice.
Let's see if someone's like a war hawk or something. It's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, he's a real Zionist fuck shill agent. Yo, I love the lie that Israel keeps Jews safe. Oh, except for this one time in October, huh? And the time before that, and the time before that. Oh, and the false flags where they killed Jews on purpose. Don't blame them for inventing the false flag, though. Israel didn't invent that. I thought they did, and I was wrong. You know who invented it?
Their job is to create more anti-Semitism.
It's a fuel source.
Their
It's
job is
golem,
to turn
yes.
all the world against Israel. That's the whole point.
The force. Jews were never moving there. They wanted to go to America. And so
They wanted them to fuck out of London.
Scumbags, yes. They wanted to force them. So that's why these Frankist fucking, they're like Aleister Crowley's, but of Jews. That's why they initiated pogroms with fucked up Catholics. There's one where the Pope had to put a stop to it. He's like, what are you guys doing? This is crazy. And that was some Jesuits and some Frankies getting together because they want, it's power. If you live in fear, that's their power over you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a golem now. Now you're an NPC, a normie, a golem. The golem in mythology was just some fucking Eastern European bohunk that they wrote. It wasn't a thing made of clay. It was a man made of clay. Get it? It's a code. Okay, wait. Anyway,
like a homunculus.
Nick
Right?
Fuentes probably looks like a fucking jerk off right now from all the dumb shit he said.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps double.
Is it any worse than when he said he loves Stalin and you're not ready to hear Stalin is good? I mean, what the fuck, everyone? Did you just not see him say this shit? I don't care, by the way. Mikey No More, NOH. I've got great fucking documentaries about all the shit. It's hard to explain it because it's so insane. Jay Martinez, you should get Mark Booth, aka Jonathan Black. He wrote Secret History of the World. Would love for you to his data. I want to get that book. I know of that book. Okay, I'll try to, man.
Oh, Professor Zhang, nice.
I had
that guy's
Zhang,
great.
I had Zhang already.
He's amazing. I sent you he linked our episode on the.
Oh, that's
his
right. You keep
Substack.
reminding me, and I keep forgetting. Yes, and then I did get in touch with him. We'd love to have you for an event in Murfreesboro. Love to you all. Oh, Murphy. Sure. Let me. Oh, are you Poikinen's buddy? I bet. Okay. Steve Poikinen's my Noahide rabbi. That's how I got all my Noahide info from Steve Poikinen. You know who that is?
No.
He's a Rennie from a Renaissance. You know, Carnies, the natural enemy of the Carney is the Rennie.
Really?
And they form a real ancient battle of light versus dark. Am I right or wrong? Rennies and Carnies. All hail Kurpturian Derpidate. That's what I advocate for the government. I tried looking up. It's going to be a subscription service, by the way. I looked up the Jeffrey Mishalov's YouTube channel has been ruined for me. Not there's much room because your impression of him. I watched the show. I mean, I watched Giorgiani's ones. I think he took them down, but they were all good. Hey, Kurp, my wife Susan Australian is exactly like that. On the upside, she bangs like a dunny door in a cyclone, and she goes off like a skyrocket. Without getting too much into it, I believe you. I believe you 100%, brother. Without getting too whatever. I know what you're talking about, my friend. Based in Derp Pilled. Oh, I'm making base toe shop hats too, Ben.
Oh, I'd buy one of those. Actually,
The
Mark
Bass
is
Pro?
sending me one of your Derp with Kurp shirts.
Yeah, one of my Sherps. Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna
pretty
wear
good.
that. I'm gonna wear that on the show.
Me and the guy who shot the server at Comet Ping Pong went to the same high school. He ended up getting killed by cops during a traffic stop. That is correct. And I thought he didn't. I thought the charges were dropped, but that's wrong. Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown is the one who sentenced him after he shot up the server room. And then she's famously the wise woman, black judge who doesn't know if women have a dick or a pussy. Oh, what a proud moment for courts and judges and women of color and people with dicks and pussies. I'm turning to Michael right now. Hail Kurp. Thanks, man. Thanks. Oh, thanks for $50. I'll say Hail Kurp for $50. We want Jeff Dye. Got it. I'm friends with Jeff Dye. I got no issues with him. I don't care if he asks for money from you fucking chumps. Yo, stop complaining about the Rogan sphere, you punk asses. Rogan pays better than any of these people. Here's how you know if somebody's a fuck or not. If they pay you right.
Hey, Kirk, by the way, can I promote Lemon Party real quick? Because we got thrown off YouTube. Because we got thrown off YouTube last week, and some people can't find the show. Yeah. And by the way, I still keep getting emails from people that they can give me my YouTube account back for $15,000, but I don't know. These are people I know personally.
Yeah, they're not your friends. I told you that, and they're getting a cut of that. Is my guess. If they approached you, I'm just gonna tell you what I think, and I bet I'm right. If they approach you, they're getting a cut of that money. Because I've been through this where you have to call a guy that knows a guy shit with Kyle. And we'd have to, Brett Ernst didn't charge us no fucking money, neither did the guy. So that's a scam that's going on now because there's no recourse. And in the future, all of you that have anything like this, you're going to better have a nice bank set up to pay some asshole $15,000, $10,000 if your channel gets taken off for reasons you don't understand. Usually the reason will be Ukraine for some reason. I don't want to diminish it and have my money stolen by Google. It's the biggest thing ever. I wasn't a Jehovah, but 12 years of Christian school and reflected a lot. Fuck you, SCA. Fuck Harold Finch and his friend Walt Disney. Harold Finch. What's SCA? I mean, yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. More like Twink Tank. It's over. Stay starved.
Stay starved.
What's that? Harvard professor Martin Novak, a demon. I've heard that, but I don't know that a lot about him.
I think he's in the files.
Like Clippy's got a nice Clippy logo. We got to demand that break the rules pod. Oh, dude, I say I don't care if he airs it or not. I'll make my claims, and he'll probably never air it. And let's keep in mind that guy Vlad. I would wager from his complete lack of knowledge of what he was talking about as a guy who has been in the front lines that his dad is a gangster and he's connected to some kind of intel. And just Ukrainians, they made that death list that Jimmy's on, and I don't want to be on it. Imagine paying taxes and you funded the Ukrainian death list that killed you. Jesus.
Hey, Kurt, by the way, Martin Novak is the guy who Epstein messaged him and said, "Did you torture her?" That was the email.
Oh.
He's a professor, Harvard.
Well, there'll be no charges. All the physicists, all of them.
He claims he was playing a game called Civilization, I think. I saw him respond to that.
That's easy enough to check. Epstein was a big gamer. Okay.
Because Martin said, our spy was captured after completing her mission, and Epstein responded, "Did you torture her?" And according to him, they were playing a video game.
They might be. That sounds like a line from that game. Maybe.
Well, it's also 2014, so also, the guy is already convicted.
I was playing before that. It could be that, 100%. Look, the point is, there probably is the game, but they go to parties where they do this for real, so it's probably a lot of fun. Like how gangsters like playing Grand Theft Auto, right? Okay. Hey, this game's fun. Blair White, you recall, her weird Rosicrucian left-hand path psychopath grandmother kept wanting her to learn the lore of Diablo 2. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing, and I remember the lore of it. It was about Nephilim, so that's why.
That torture thing might be real. I don't know. All I know is,
You already know BB sends him torture videos from hot off the IDF presses, where they guys got done raping a boy in prison. You know what they do. Oh, and a lot of IDF are committing slip inside now. Okay, why are they doing it? Well, I think because they Hannibal directive their own people that day, and they probably feel terrible about it. Not so much about killing Arabs, even though I'm sure it must get to you, no matter how much programming you got. If you got any humanity, I remember seeing some chick that was a sniper on here on Jimmy played clips, and I had sympathy for her because she had the 1,000-yard stare of a young chick that shouldn't be a killer, and she is, and I felt bad for her. People were like, "Oh, fuck her," but like you could see how evil mind control shit. They have to do it because people don't want to kill people. 70% of people don't want to do it. That's why we have kindergarten, to teach you the state is your mommy too. People in the Chinese internet are taking the Epstein shit. Of course they are. Professor Zhang will break this down better than anyone in America. That's a fact. They came to the obvious conclusion the West is run by PDF occultists, but they refuse to believe it's happening there too. Well, I asked him about the Lee family, and China has done a good job of destroying all that old culture, which is what all those Falun Gong people are mad about. But look, you don't got to trust nobody. Just listen to what. Hey, I got to put the disclaimer back. Listen, fuckstick, you don't got to trust me. Just listen to what I'm saying to you. Remember when Matt Damon says it to the Irish guy?
Mhm.
Look at fuckstick, you don't got to trust me. Just listen to what I'm saying to you. Call your mother, tell you you'll be late for supper. That's my motto. You got to trust me. Don't worry about the personalities, because even a liar like Ian Chong Michaels or whatever the fuck his name is,
Ian Miles Chong.
Fatso alcohol syndrome. Fatso eats in his bed and he has ants. I bet.
And
Okay.
he's in Malaysia, by the way.
I know he has ants because he has a constant problem with ants.
No,
He's like-
he sleeps in an ant farm.
okay, wait.
He's like a big.
Homeroid heard say Kurp. My wife Susan just asked, "Who is this Kurp you watching?" I said, "That's Kurp," and the sum, then the same, one and the same. And she said, "Like Batman." I said, "Yes, like Batman." That's right. I'm 6'4", the height of Batman as well. You run that right up the straight. Run that straight up the flagpole to Susan. 6'4", same height as Batman. Not as acrobatic, I must say.
Hey, Kurt, are we the same height?
Maybe.
That's nice. I like that.
Go back to back.
Maybe we're from the same tribe. We're not Nephilim like Mark, but we're from the same
tribe
tribe.
of Quabaz. All right, Tracy deserves justice. She was right about it all. Oh, Twyman, yeah, she was. I've been going off about Tracy Twyman for some time, and everybody I talk to says her research was top notch. And I just heard of her very recently. Interesting book review, has some info you might be interested in. What book review?
Which book, Kurt, by Tracy? The Baphomet one?
I want clock shavings. I have to read that still. It's going to be hard to read.
Interesting book review is a YouTube channel, Kurt.
Yeah, he's friends with Andy Hunt, I think, isn't he? Yes, I have to. I've been meaning to check it out. Bill Gates, Wuhan, COVID proves CCP is their army. DARPA and Fauci worked with the CCP, and Israel's friends with China. And the thing is, they want us to have the Noah Hyde techno state. So what's going to happen is they're going to set it up with. We already have a social credit score that you don't know about. That's come out already. And they're going to have you're being monitored all day. The dollar's going to collapse, and you're going to get free crypto. And maybe you do a Sam Altman crystal ball thing. You look in, so we know you're not a robot, and we'll give you some crypto. Hey, go out and get the economy going. And then they're going to have total control. And you're going to see the thing in China where the people are on the street, which Professor Zhang don't deny none of that. I was surprised what he said about China. I didn't like what he said about their monorail. That it's not profitable. That's where I'm like, who gives a shit? It's a public thing. The profit is that it's great. You have it in the country. Their taxes are being used for something useful. Okay.
I don't know why we have a credit score. No one can buy anything. So they're going to have
no,
to
not credit. Credit for if you should be allowed to live.
No, I know.
Yeah. Let's see. Black Phoenix, I agree.
But it'll be tied to your finances, if you, whatever.
No one will buy or sell without the mark of the beast. Come on. We all know what the... Okay, thanks for all the book recommendations. It'd be awesome if you posted links to channels and videos on your website. Okay, I'm going to do that at some point. I got a lot of shit to get in order. I'm working on this show I sold, and I got a lot of shit. But I will get that. I will. Did you see MTG asking what?
Can you send me that? You were going to send me that script.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. Did you see MTJ asking people not to pay taxes? No. I mean, she can ask. Are they not going to arrest me? It's like it's not really they have to ask. I just thought there's penalties. Okay.
They'll just take it right out of your account. You don't have to.
No, I know. Believe me, I know. They'll do it with tickets. My old joke about not paying a ticket in San Diego.
It's a great bit.
Yeah, they take it out of your account. You have to pay that. They'll just take it.
They'll just take it. It disappears from your account.
Unless it's in the Caymans or something, they're getting it. Wait, Bannon so far, no dirt yet. No, there's dirt on it. Bannon has an email helping Jeffrey. If you just watch that interview, you could tell Bannon's fluffing him up.
I mean, people still say there's no dirt on Trump going through the files.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Guys, first of all, Bannon, I've watched his show. He talks to stinking Moonies. Bannon's involved in some dark Catholic ass shit. I don't know what, but I don't trust him now. Why didn't he release this interview? Why did Bannon have 14 hours and not release it? It doesn't make sense. What does the old General Flynn? I don't know about him. Well, I was told that he was a multiple that went singleton a few years back and stayed in the conspiracy. And he's in the McChrystal network. And Nathan Reynolds, my buddy who's on hiding out off the grid now, is the first guy I heard name McChrystal by name. And McChrystal, I fully believe, killed that Rolling Stone reporter for getting him fired. I believe that 100%. You go back and look at all the suicides. You'd be surprised how many are not suicides.
Hey, I really need to go to the restroom.
Go ahead. I'm about to close up.
Oh.
Geez, Ben Averby Chandler and Mark Reblet. Your new morning alarm. I played that to wake my kids up. That's cool. Javier, shirt idea for Kurpian 716. You shall know them by their pizza. I needs adjusting, but maybe something to. I kind of like we're a little bit of where it's going with the Austin 316 thing. Was listening to your redacted while checking your mail day and got a letter from a local JW Hall. Synchronistic sign from Jehovah. No doubt, maybe. My Mormon dad ran a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme in Idaho. He got 6 years in prison. Hinted that he took the fall for a bunch of people. I bet he did. Nathan Reynolds seems to know a lot, but his timeline, according to him, doesn't make sense. I wouldn't trust his story fully. Hippie grifter. Oh, is that why he's so? Yo, buddy, I would have sent him money if I knew how the fuck to even do that. If I knew how to talk to him without a Proton account, which I can't get into my Proton mail right now because I got into. It's a long story. No, that guy. The people that are grifters make money. Grifters make money. Okay, and just because you make money don't mean you're a grifter. But no, he's hounded for what he said. Just like Julian Assange was not a grifter because they fucking locked him up and tortured him. So that's how you know if it's a grifter or not. A hippie grifter. Shut up. I wish people would look up what words mean. Love the dirt. By the way, look, I'm not telling you to trust nobody. You trust whatever, you know. I can't make you think nothing. Just remember I dressed up all stupid and yelled it at you when it dawns on you that I'm right. That's all I can ask. Is that when time teaches you the horrible things that I didn't want to believe when someone told me, and then I had to remember their face telling me, you got to remember mine. That's all as I ask. I mean, it's all over now anyway. You might as well have some fun with it. Love the Derp. Burst out laughing when Gary, the numbers guy, was mentioned because I thought it was a cave. Oh, it should be, shouldn't it? It's in the works. It's just it's very hard to wrangle Kyle, but yes, it is in the works. Bear Stearns bailed out to cover Epstein running dirty money. Got that. Kurt, you're brilliant. Why use kids for adrenochrome when older people that express and have more emotions due to advanced brains? I think it's adrenochrome's not that big a deal. From what I understand, it's mostly get losers hooked on it, and then they got to do stuff. And I don't think it's like that good of it. I think it was. Kathy O'Brien says Roger Clinton was running the thing in Arkansas of it, and maybe he was, but they have much better stuff than that. I was told about Ormus, which I'll have the guy on to talk about that. Well, the children are closer to God, so it's more evil, and they don't have drugs and stuff in them as much. Turns out the Aztecs are probably from Utah. I heard something about that too, dude, and attained dominance instructions from their God. I could believe it. Let's see. Notice that Anti-Woke Inc. or Big Zio Media is quiet. Yes, they wanted us to talk about what. By the way, Wall Street gave you woke. Wall Street gave you communism. Wall Street gave you Nazism. Wall Street gave you Mao. Wall Street gave you all the things you hate, and they gave you woke. That's from Wall Street, not from black people. Just because Erykah Badu said it one time on Black Trans Twitter, that don't mean it was a thing that all the black people said. It was not. I whole life around black people, never heard him say none of that shit. But then again, I didn't hang out with boule motherfuckers, did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. Derp, excellent, great point. You ever get in the lore of the Outlast video game series? I did a little bit. The Outlast trials, all MK Ultra assets and programming. Yeah, there's like creepy shit in that too. I'm still alive and I'm also Jewish. Good for you. Stay out of Israel because he'll hold you hostage there. Dirty dog-headed PDF rat's gonna run to Mars from down under. Kurp. They got us fucked up down here. Lizard Men active. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, I know it's all fucked up, dude. Listen, I believe in God, so I think I'm fine, but I don't know what you guys are gonna do. Do you think Joseph Smith was a fraud? No, I think he was a magician. So all magic is fraud to some extent, but once I have your belief, then now it's real. So it's you'd have to be a very high degree Mormon to understand it. I am the ultimate residential roofer. Those clowns. Oh, unvaccinated guy, roofer. You see Ted Cruz say stop attacking PDFs. I did not, but I would like to see that. Fellow JW, would you talk? Of course I talked to Flesh Simulator. Our creator's trying to figure out its creator by using us as an experiment. Alex Jones said that, and I don't think that's true. Nothing against Alex, but I just don't. The idea that there's a blind, dumb idiot God or he doesn't interfere and all that, I think that's a lot of wishful thinking from a lot of people that better hope that's the case, but I don't think it is. If some of these dipshits could think of how to spy on you all day, you don't think your creator installed a back end to watch everything at all times? Don't you? Why would Jork and Epstein and Ghislaine bring the island all these ultra nerds? Because they're into Atlantis and they're trying to get technology that probably wasn't being shared with them from the other factions. Don't think these guys were that much into planning anything outside the metaphysical field. They were deeply into Atlantis. Ghislaine used the name Janet Atlantis while she was on the run. She said she was a citizen of Earthsea when they caught her, Terra Mar. Templar Knight's fleet was turned into pirate ships when the Templars got outlawed. And eventually, they founded the Skull and Bones frat. I've heard that as well. Probably true. Kurp and Ben Avery have hope, fellas. It's the 60s, baby. Kurp, do you know about Kirby submarines? Yes, I would like to. Okay, I watch her and Hamamoto, and I'll get a little bit out of it. But the problem is they spend a lot of time qualifying what they're saying. Like, if you don't believe me, look into it. I mean, I'm sure I'm doing that too, but it's hard. It's hard when just tell me a goofy thing, and I'll probably hear you out. But I know that I'm sure she was around something. There's a lot of infighting with all this shit too that I don't care about and don't want to get into. I like Rotting Jules has good info, but she gets a little bit too into like that. Yeah, see guys, yeah, like. But her info is good. We my girls, because of the one she did about the process church artist guy. My girl was already doing that guy, and she had a lot of info in her thing for a bad art show. Anyway, whatever. I just want the information. I don't care about your petty grievances, I guess is what I'm saying. Super chat $1. Thanks. Violence and hatred are the honeydew of systems manipulation. The primal nectar baked into survivalistic drives is addictive. It addicts it's chaos. Yeah, that's somebody's a kid. Somebody does a little magic with a K. Kurp, look up James Bamford article 2023. Not Russia, but Mossad and Bibi colluded with Trump. Yes, of course. I wonder why News and Mueller didn't mention it. Well, because Bibi and those people are Russian, but you're not allowed to say it or you're anti-Semitic. Copernicus. Oh, yeah, I'll do Copernicus again. Mustard is Jewish, ketchup is Christian. That's in the I don't think that's. I think it's in the Jerusalem Talmud, not the Babylonian. Have you covered Ori Solomon's Israel Biolab yet? No, I should. Good idea. Thank you. When will we see more of the Bad Art Show? Just got done doing a couple of them. Look, it's not my show. I just will be on it sometimes, and then Jenna's like, I don't want you on all of them because then people are like, where's Kurt? And I'm like, who cares? Just make the show. People want your show, and you got to make it. But they're just got done making them. In fact, if anybody knows how to edit really good, that could speed this along, that is a good editor, hit me up on this. You saw these Collins couple made a response, and they pretty much agree with everything you said, dude. They agree with everything you said. I maybe will talk to them through my friend Justin, who's working on that show. Love how you handle BTR. Can't wait for Duncan Pod. Is there any baby bathwater at all? Robin Ramdas, CIA, I say. McKenna, CIA, I say. Robert Anton probably was in the fucking. I read all his books. And then his daughter dies at the end. And I'm like, did you sacrifice her to get in the thing? Because I don't understand why he's, he's not an atheist, Robert Anton Wilson. And he's hanging out with Uri Geller. And the other motherfucker's talking to a guy with a hawk head and all this shit. And he's just writing about it like it's fun. That's dark, dude. Uri Geller's a piece of shit. Oh, James Randi, who debunked him, was also working for Mossad. So they're doing a little Punch and Judy show for you. Well, I got to go do Jimmy's show. So sketch me on Jimmy Dore show. If you're in Washington, D.C., I'm at Arlington Draft House Friday, Saturday. Why don't you come through? KurtMetzgerComedy.com for tickets. Arlington Draft House this Friday and Saturday. Okay, you just got derped.